Cheerio.
Coming to you live from the Rant Radio Network studios, it's the Sportscast with your host, the sports guru and Budman. Call the show at 855-969-RANT. That's 855-969-7268. Follow the show on Twitter at sportscast_THN. That's sportscast_THN. It's the Sportscast on the Rant Radio Network.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sportscast here on the Rant Radio Network, our debut knocker.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? How we doing out there?
God, we're in new studios.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
for all those people out there watching live right now. We have a live audience in here today. That's awesome.
Don't we? Isn't it great?
Pretty cool.
I wonder
if they hired him.
Probably.
Like, these guys can't bring anybody in here. We're going to have to hire
Gave him
some
a
people.
six-pack to come in off the street.
Yeah, they gave him 3 chairs. That's how many people they could hire for us right there.
That's a big crowd for us.
That's not bad.
We're not doing
Usually we just have Johnny Icebox, but it's a lot better to have these 3 people. So,
We're
again,
moving
guys,
up.
we're making our premiere, though, here on Rant Radio Network. We'll be here every Wednesday, 12 to 2. It's going to be hard to try to not cross our 2 shows here with the networks. I'm going to have to get all this stuff and just say it right.
Absolutely.
Phone number.
We're going to have to concentrate.
Got to concentrate. I know.
That's going to be difficult.
I mean, I'm up early. I haven't done a show this early in my life.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, damn.
I know.
I feel like a rock star, man. This is too early.
But the beauty is that we get to start drinking earlier. I mean, that's just the beauty of it.
Well, sacrifices have to be made.
We do have to make
Show
them.
must go on.
You guys can give us a call, though, at 855-969-7268. Again, 855-969-RANT. You guys can find us on Twitter, sportscast_THN. We're welcoming in a new audience, obviously, from this network. They've got other shows going on. So
Absolutely.
I'm sure there's some new people catching us. Get to know us. You'll love us, hopefully. Maybe one or the other. That's how it usually goes.
Right.
They like either me or you.
That's
or
true.
Sometimes neither one of us, but they continue to listen, which I don't know.
This is true. Well, people love punishment for some reason.
For some reason. I just don't get it. Again, you can watch us live, though, right now at rantradionetwork.com. That's where you're going to find us there. All the shows will also be posted at thenewsportsguru.com, which is our official website, guys, for all the new listeners out there. That's where you can find all the biggest trending videos. The website has a lot to offer for you guys. Biggest sporting news. I've got fantasy writers, biggest trending YouTube videos. If you want to see your athletes getting busted, I've got all the latest news up there.
That's an easy one to fill right
is.
there, man.
No, there's a guy earlier today. I think it was someone for the Saints just got busted earlier today. He got caught sleeping at the wheel, DUI.
Get out.
It's good stuff, man.
Dude, I was driving to work the other day.
Yeah.
Over on Atlantic when you get off the 710
Yeah, this is
freeway out here.
your part of the area over here.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm tooling off, and it's 2 lanes. You get off the freeway, you do a little zigzag, right?
Yeah.
You stop at the light. Mm-hmm. I look over. Dude's in his car.
He's got the 24-ounce. Oh, nice. Just passed out?
He's just...
Wait, is he the driver or the passenger?
No, he's driving.
He's passed out?
He's driving. I tool by him, and there's like 8 cars lined up behind him, and I tool by him, and I look over like, what's the problem? Is his car broken down or what? Nah, he's just
He's just done?
out. He was partied hard, bro. So,
I know.
I'm looking in the rearview mirrors. I'm driving to see if he's, going to be startled to work.
Well, you see those guys that you're on the 605 freeway or the 5 freeway, and you see those guys that have their tall cans. They sit in their truck driving in traffic.
This guy was...
Don't sit there and say you haven't done it before.
Oh, me? Never.
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 Yeah, see, look at right there. You check out all the videos. Love that, Knocker. Look at. Can you see that up there?
that was him.
Is that how they were?
I think that's him. Oh, it was amazing. I mean, he's right there on Atlantic, one of the biggest streets out here in Huntington Park. He's right there. Dude.
Did you hear it happen to the Beeves? Justin
No.
Beeves and Keyshawn?
No.
Justin Beeves, yeah, I think it was yesterday. Some TMZ reported. I had it up on our site as well. Justin Beeves was speeding, out in Hollywood out here, and I guess Keyshawn was out here, saw him, called the cops on him.
Keyshawn dropped a dime on him?
Dropped it on him, man.
What a punk. Did he know who it was?
I can't wait to get all my sound effects because I have so many to drop on there right now. I get to suck my balls on that one for sure.
Did he know who it was? Did Keyshawn know who it was?
Yeah, that's what I did on purpose.
Get out.
Yeah, the Beeves. He dirty beeved him, man.
Doesn't he know that the Beeves been working out with Tyson and
Seriously.
he's all yoked out and shit?
Beeves was at the Kings game last night.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised we didn't beat his ass. They booed him the other day at one of the award ceremonies. My God.
He needs to get together with Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
He needs to get together with Amanda Bynes.
That was a wig, right?
Yeah, she's bald.
Oh, she is bald?
Yeah,
she went Britney Spears and shaved her head?
Yeah,
when did she do this?
I don't know.
Wait, you know this and I don't?
Dude, I am tied in. Yeah. I am tied into what is going on. My fingers are on the pulse of America right here.
Yeah, this is Bud Knocker for all these new listeners. He is the encyclopedia of sports, but he does wear New Balances.
I do wear old man New Balances.
He does wear old man New Balances. You get to know that. It's an ongoing joke. So, but you got the sandals on today, rocking the sandals.
I'm
Summertime,
rocking the sandals. It's
don't you
noon.
love that? You're coming to work.
It's noon. I don't put shoes on before noon.
Drinking
I'm
a beer
work.
and you're in sandals and cargo shorts.
The superstar life. I could get used to this.
You can. Seriously.
Get used to this.
You'd be like...
But yeah,
you'd be like Pitbull up there, huh?
Yeah, did you see how she appeared in court? Is that what you were referring to, that wig?
Yeah, it was my pick of the day like last week.
This is what
Could
you
you imagine
to show up into court with.
If you party that at night, that's something you wake up in the morning and you roll over in bed. You're like, oh my God, what did I just do?
Yeah, okay.
And what do I have now?
Get me out of here.
I better go to the doctor. Yeah, I'm itchy.
For some reason, my nuts itch.
For some reason, I've got red spots right around this area, Doc.
She is tripped out.
She's ridiculous. She threw a bong out of a
36th, the 36th floor of her apartment.
Can you imagine you just walking home from a date? The bong just comes crashing down.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I checked to see if the bowl is still good.
For real? Yeah. Is there anything to save?
Yeah, seriously.
She must
Take
get good stuff, right?
Good stuff right there. Oh, guys, you got to follow Bud Knocker on Twitter, man. He's a good guy to follow on Twitter, at Bud Knocker. I know probably we'll get some comments. What the hell's Bud Knocker? I mean, we've gotten that before. I don't even know how you've gotten that name, but it fits you for some reason.
It does. I've kind of grown into that. You picture what you will.
You do have your Knocker fans.
I do. Mm-hmm. I do.
You've got your own wear. You've got the BKW wear. You've got the Bud Knocker wear, guys. That's gonna be coming to the store real soon. You should have worn your Bud Knocker wear hat.
You know what? I will. Next week I will.
Signature.
But look at this hair. I'm having a great
hair day.
You know what
we should do?
Look at this. I'm having a great hair day. You want me to cover this up with a hat?
But it's got some gray going on.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's pretty good. Bring in that older audience. We need those 50, 60-year-old guys, out there.
The older gender?
The older gender.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
You guys can follow me at New Sports Guru on Twitter. I don't usually use that account. It's my personal one, but I'm the one tweeting out there on sportscast_THN. So little background on both of us. We've been doing the Sportscast over on Toad Hop Network now for about 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. We started out of Frank Kramer, if you're not familiar with him, in L.A. Heidi and Frank. They do the morning show on 95.5 KLOS. That's where we started out from. We started out in Frank's garage.
Yes, we did.
Out in Sherman Oaks.
Frank's garage.
I love our guest faces. Hey, can you give me the address to the studio? Cool, good. Yeah. They show up, some Sherman Oaks house. They have to go walk into the backyard. I mean, it's a nice house, but still.
Right.
You're walking in the back. The green room is the garage with the door lifted up.
It was awesome.
You got the couches thrown in there. Studio's nice though. We had a good setup over there. I didn't like it at all. I mean, I loved it. You just drink, smoke, whatever you want to do, man. It's great.
It was awesome, man.
I'm sure Frank's wife didn't appreciate it much.
I don't think so. Yeah, she wasn't too happy about everybody hanging out. But
and we got to get your first time on the radio. You celebrated. And you celebrated like a rock star, like you are today.
I celebrated like a rock star. Yes, I did.
We stayed after. We had our debut show over there. Mm-hmm. We started out on Fridays, like random 1 hour. Had just that random first show spot.
Right. Exactly.
We ended up staying over at the house over there. Partied in the garage. Mm-hmm. We had some whiskey.
Watching Nick Ritchie. Yeah.
Watching Nick Ritchie sitting out there. Now, when you drink whiskey, it's a good thing to kind of walk up.
You probably should get up
every once in a while. Maybe stretch those legs out before you try and get up after shooting, 5 or 6 shots.
Yeah, probably would have been a real good idea.
Well, you got up.
Oh, I got up, went right back down.
From what you
tell me.
Yeah. We had to literally carry you out of the studio.
That's what I heard.
You were awesome.
I'm not proud.
That's Bud Knocker for you guys.
I'm not proud.
You're not proud. He is a USC faithful, as you could check out.
Right here.
Loves his Kings, loves his Angels.
Fight on.
The one problem I have with him, though, is for football fans out there, he doesn't even have a favorite football team. He roots for players. Who roots for players?
I have a favorite football team. It's right here.
No, you need a professional.
They took my LA Rams away. I'm still in mourning.
Still in mourning over it?
25 years later, I'm still in mourning. I'm still waiting for an LA team.
Oh, man.
And I'd rather be a fan of no team than be a fan of your team.
Exactly.
If that's what it comes down to.
Exactly. You're going to find out also on this show for all the newer listeners. We got a lot of different segments. We're going to try and, cross them over between the two shows. Mm-hmm. We got, if you hear the promo, you got Knock the Fuck Out, one of our more famous segments out there.
Oh, it's outstanding.
It's pretty good. We're going to show you the biggest knockouts of the week, especially when football season gets going. You get all the big hits.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. We had a couple over UFC over the weekend. We got Bonehead of the Week as well, which is one of our easiest segments on the show.
Pick. It's not hard to find articles for that. No doubt about it.
I mean, seriously, we were just talking about it earlier. The guy from the Saints passing out the wheel drunk, just stuff like that going on. And you got, the Detroit Lions in itself.
Yes. All you got to do is follow them. Boneheads of the week.
Boneheads of the week there.
Most colleges.
We're going to show you one of the segments we're going to bring over today towards the end, Wild World of Sports.
That's one of
always
a fun one.
It's always a good one.
Yeah, we take off in a little tangent into the wacky world of sports.
I mean, because you can go on the radio, you can hear people. I'm sure everyone's talking LeBron and Heat, Pacers. Oh, LeBron and the Heat. But you can watch that anywhere.
Exactly.
We bring you the Wild World of Sports. We bring you cheese rolling.
Exactly. Cheese rolling.
And guys,
slip and slide basketball.
Slip and slide basketball
at the river.
At the river. All that stuff. So you're going to catch all these videos later on. Wild World of Sports cover that. We bring you Will Smith made a debut that we got to show that's been fantastic.
Awesome.
If anyone's out there watched Fresh Prince as a kid. This video is fantastic.
He's not an athlete.
He's not.
That's why he's rapping and doing comedy.
Stick to the crappy CGI movies, okay, Will Smith? Please, okay?
No doubt about
that.
Jeez Louise.
Did you see that new one he came out with, Afterlife? It's cool you get to work with your son, but can you
didn't
make something that there's more than just CGI graphics? Like the last 3 films, it's just iRobot, just him and a bunch of CGI.
Bunch of blue screen
Yeah,
behind
ridiculous.
him. Yeah.
Come on.
Well, he's getting paid big bucks. I mean, he's not hurting doing that. So
Exactly.
I don't mind. I wish somebody would call me to do something like that.
Yeah, we got a couple guests on the show today.
Yes, we do.
We got EJ Christensen will be on here. Okay, big guy. He's a founder of the Opinion Nation. I've been on his show a few times. We're going to go over some of the NFL over-unders, some of the better ones out there. Okay, we're going to cover those.
This is where you pick Vegas's projected line on what the team's
And I don't like to rant. I don't like to rave about myself.
Right.
But
right. That's why I'm here, to keep you from stop doing it for 2 hours.
Exactly. I know. But wow.
Wow, she really likes
She
you.
enjoyed herself.
Wow.
Knock
That was good.
Thumbs up to you.
Pleasure
man.
in a king's hat.
Seriously.
That's what I'm saying.
She's happy. What were we even talking about right now?
I don't know.
Remember. I just heard that Yale scream. I was like, wow. I kind of got excited there.
I think we're talking about the over-under.
Oh, over-under. There we go. Yeah, over-under.
This is where you make your...
I killed it. Last year, though, I absolutely killed it.
Yeah, you did. And you came up with a few surprises. That
I posted. I called the Colts.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you did.
I was all over that.
Yeah, you did.
All over that. Again, guys, you can watch us live. RantRadioNetwork.com is where you can find us. What was that? What's it say? Okay, we'll get it figured out.
Okay.
We'll get it figured
Just
out.
thought you might like to know that.
Thank you.
Irish, I did get your tweet, and we're working on that.
Yeah, no problem. Al Burke.
Don't go away.
Don't go.
Don't go away. Stay with us.
We're also going to have Patrick Schmidt.
Yes, from
Going to be
Chicago.
in here from Chicago, the Wake Up Call sports radio over there. Big Chicago guy. We're going to get into Blackhawks Game 7 tonight. It's going to be amazing.
Lots going on in Chicago right now.
Lots going on in Chicago right now. Derrick Rose situation as well, and the Bears. I mean,
The Bears, Urlacher.
What do you think about the Urlacher thing? How do you perceive him leaving? I mean, do you think he went out in a good way, or do you have like a sour taste in your mouth? Just kind of, because he did try and go play somewhere else. So to say that, hey, I retired as a Bear, you really can't say that.
I'm not sure how hard he tried to go somewhere else.
Do you think it was more of a tool to try and get money out of the Bears?
I think he put it out there, but again, he had enough time to think about it to where 13 years in this as a middle linebacker, that's a long time. And to pack up your family, to pack up everything to go somewhere else to play one more year?
Yeah.
And you're really not in your top physical shape. You're only going to be a shadow of yourself. I mean, it's not like going to play, quarterback or something like that. You could probably eke out a couple of years at the end of your career to do something like that, or wide receiver, as Jerry Rice did, and some of the older guys. You could probably squeak by. But dude, if you're trying to play middle linebacker,
yeah,
as it is, you're probably not going to be in on pass
That's
downs
what makes
anyway.
Ray Lewis so special.
Exactly. He's lasted
so
that
amazing.
time, and he can still pass cover.
Yeah.
He can still get down the field. I just think he had enough time to where it's this is probably the right time, the right thing to do. and it's time to go. So I commend him for doing that. Actually,
well, getting back to a little bit LeBron's situation again, guys. We'll talk about more about ourselves. Want to everyone get to know us. We appreciate all the audience coming over from Rant Radio Network. Another thing about me as well, guys, or about our site that we do, we really good at sports picks.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I've been.
You are golden.
You guys can sign to become a VIP. It's only $4.99, guys. I mean, that's just one value meal, guys. Cut out the damn Big Mac.
Exactly. Just one.
Just one.
We're trying to make you healthy and make you money at the same time.
So when you go to Vegas with
All we
your
do is
wife and
give.
you go to the sports bar, like, honey, don't worry. I'm going to take us out to expensive dinner tonight. I got the Guru's pick right
Exactly.
there.
We're
You
gonna
know?
be
We're going to be
vacationing.
vacation. We're not going to that free lobster buffet they gave us. We're going to steak dinner.
Hell no, we're not going to use coupons.
No
We're not going to be
coupons
no
tonight.
coupon
No,
people
no,
in
no
Vegas.
shit.
Hails to the no.
Hell no. We might dress funky, but we're not using coupons.
We're VIPs. We're
VIPs,
some money, man.
exactly. But you guys can sign up. You also get the Guru's Girls. We have special features that come out at thenewsportsguru.com. We have Q&A pictorials with a lot of the hotter models out there, Maxim models, MMA ring girls. Big fans of the show. We got a lot of cheerleaders. We got a lot of people love the show. And we got a big fan base out there. We love you guys all. You've been big supporters of the show. We appreciate it. So, guys, our sports picks, though, won over $10,000 last year.
Yeah. Yes.
That's ridiculous. You put $100 in every one of my bets last year, you'd be up $10,000.
That's what you would have won.
You killed it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Already,
absolutely.
this NBA playoffs just started bringing it back up. Usually, I'm not NBA guys. Mainly NFL betting, NFL and college football.
Right. Mainly football.
But since I want to take my talents to South Beach, I started betting on.
Take your talents to South Beach.
And more like South LA. Took my talents to South LA.
Rosarita does not count as South Beach.
Does it?
No, Guru, Rosarita is not South Beach.
What's that street in LA that they sell all the Mexican stuff on? I just went there. Where's that? What's that? Alvaro Street?
Alvaro Street.
Yeah, that's where I went. That's my idea of going to Mexico. I got a couple.
Marrano Beach doesn't count, bro.
I got a couple street tacos, and that was good. But no, killed it. I'm already up. I think $1,600, just off like a month of betting.
Very nice.
So I've been killing it. You guys can join at $4.99. Also, a new feature we added to that. Our fantasy guy, he'll be coming on this show. Nick Raducanu, Fantasy Trade 411.
He
He's
knows
been with
everything.
us for the last year or so over on Toad Hop. Great guy with fantasy. Knows his stuff, whether it's fantasy baseball or football. Me as well. We're both big fantasy guys. If you have any questions, you get free access to his account, which you get priority on first Q&A, so you can ask a bunch of questions.
Right.
We have fantasy advice. He puts up his daily lineups for football and baseball, so you guys play in daily fantasy leagues. All that information is there as well, and a bunch of other stuff.
At Fantasy Trade 411.
Yeah, on Twitter, you guys can follow him, hit him up, become a VIP. It's all inclusive, so you get the premier package. So a lot of stuff, though, Knocker. I'm happy to be here. I feel good in the studio already. Love our 3 fans. Can we get an applause from our fans again real quick? How are they doing out there? Are fans doing good?
We've got them propped up.
We got propped up. There you go. Good.
We get them all a blast of caffeine.
Blast of caffeine.
They all got a Red Bull.
They got
when
that.
walk
They got
in.
that drink out there. What's that drink? That mucho macho stuff.
Michelada mix.
Micheladas in here.
Michelada mix, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That stuff's good.
Yeah, we'll be pumping that out now.
Hope you don't mix up that when you're at night and you grab for the condom, put the michelada.
That might sting.
They look like the size of a condom pack. You put the. Hang on, honey. Let me put it on. Shh, rip it open. It's right on there.
Why is your
You'd be
thing
like
bubbling?
that UFC guy that put that cream on last week.
Exactly.
You'd be like, oh, man.
that hurts. Oh my God, it's
good
I feel
stuff.
really bad for that guy, man. What? I wonder if that really happened. I mean, he's like the only guy in
Do
the
you think
world
he has a
that happened
case?
to.
Let me bring that up. I have that story, Knocker. Let me bring it up real quick. Do you think he has a case real quick with that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you prove.
Like, are they liable?
Well, I don't know how you prove that's what he put on. For all we know, he put on Icy Hot for all
it
we
says
know.
here, former UFC fighter Waylon Lowe. You guys should check out the full story at our website. Suing a Philly sex shop after a gel left his genitals burned and scarred. Mm-hmm. That's not having a good week.
No, that's not good sex.
That's not good sex at all.
No.
Do you think he's got permanent disfigure and dysfunctional? It says that's just got to leave a mark.
Yeah, but I mean, from the company,
It says the product's been offered over 40 years without an incident.
right? That's what I'm saying. We don't really know what he actually put on his yay there. I don't know what he put on. Icy Hot, Ben Gay.
Yeah.
Maybe he picked up the wrong tube. I don't know.
That's why you got to make sure what is in your top drawer next to your bed at all times,
Take
guys.
inventory.
Take inventory. We've been there. We've learned our lessons.
Because she might be pissed at you and
Yeah.
put something in there you don't
Slips
know.
the Bengay in there.
Okay, my question is this.
Mm-hmm.
he was supposedly putting this on to have sex.
Yes.
Well, why isn't there a girl with genitals burned?
No,
Why-
because
why
I
is he
think
by himself?
because he just went by. He put it on him first.
Right. It burned him that instantly, that bad?
Let's see. It says here. Let's see if it says anything about that.
I mean, come on. And only acid burns that bad. What is this stuff?
Yeah, it doesn't say how long he left it on or not, but I mean,
Yeah, or if he actually performed
was
the
it like
act or what?
instantaneous? Like you put it on, like wow,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whoa, that's smoking.
or was it the friction that caused it? You know?
I don't know. That's why I'm wondering.
Maybe just tell her to shave.
Maybe he was alone and he's embarrassed. Maybe he
Yeah.
just was, going Japanese at it a little too hard. And
Yeah, maybe he's like the American Pie
know?
guy. He's got like the the glue stuck on it, and he just couldn't get it off.
he was turning
know?
Japanese at a high rate.
The German Japanese guy right there.
Well, they were partners in World War II. Actually,
Weren't they?
I don't know. Where are we going with this?
I have no clue. Again, guys, we have other segments on the show. We have a daily fantasy baseball league. You guys can sign up when we get into it next year. Football will be coming up, so all the new listeners out there, it's free to join. It's a good time. We give out prizes. We do live events from now and again. We did host a Super Bowl party. What was it, 2 years ago?
Giants and the
John
and the
Levitt's
Patriots
at the John Levitt's
Center.
Club in Hollywood.
That was awesome.
So we're out there as well. Again, if you guys missed this show, we do a 5 to 7 show as well on Toad Hop, so you guys should check that out as well. But I love being here at Rant Radio. They're treating us good.
Oh, outstanding.
We got new producer Alan in there. We're going to get him a mic. He's
Oh,
going
we
to have
have
a
to.
mic. I don't care what they say around here. I demand, that's one thing I demand. Most people demand peanuts, coffee.
Or money.
Or money. I
don't
demand
want
my
money.
producer has a mic so I can rag on him during the show.
It's got to be part of it.
got to be part of it. It's got to.
He's hiding in there.
He's totally not saying, yeah, he's like, God, no, think I have this window in front of me right now. We're going to get to break in a couple minutes, though, but coming up, we're going to have Patrick Schmidt on the show. We're going to get into some NHL, talk playoffs, Kings. We're going to go over that as well. Big game last night.
We should mention our sponsors.
Oh, we should mention. We got Fireman's Brew.
We got Fireman's
Sponsors.
Brew.
They're bringing us a new. The only reason we're drinking Coors today is because our delivery was late.
It's late.
We're getting our delivery this
huge.
evening. Exactly. Exactly.
We-
So you guys check
it
out
took
the
a large
Fireman's
order.
Brew. They're in Staples Center. They're all over now in Ralph's. Fireman'sbrew.com is the official beer sponsor of the Sportscast.
All right.
Also, Juicy Whip,
Juicy Whip.
big sponsor out there. You guys love the
Horchata.
the Orange Whip, Jamaica, Tamarindo. You guys can find them in El Pollo Loco, 7-Elevens.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Any Mexican place at Cardenas out there. Make sure you guys pick it up, especially in summertime. Good, cool drink.
Absolutely.
And they also have an energy drink in bars as well. And who else are we missing out there? We got
PWCI
PWCI Construction. They are the official sponsor of the Shot of the Week, which I'm kind of decided. Should we bring the Shot of the Week? It's kind of early. I don't know if I could do hard alcohol this early.
We could do the shot of the week and just with the beer. We don't have to take the
No,
hard
but it's
liquor
not
shot.
the same. It just doesn't have that oomph.
Okay, well we'll have to work
Because
on
people
that.
love our shot faces, especially mine, because I can't take alcohol at all.
They're precious.
Tastes like gasoline to me. Meanwhile, you're like, guys, it tastes so good.
So
I'm
good.
gonna hit your lips.
It's so good.
So good. So PWCI, though, big sponsor of the show, pwconstructioninc.com.
Camino
Big
Real.
shout out. Camino Real Chevy. Love you guys. Make sure you guys check them out at ChevyMontereyPark.com. Ask for Mike. Tell him the Sportscast sent you. So, again, we'll go over our sponsors later, but we thank all you guys for big supporters of the show.
Absolutely.
So, we're going to get to break here in just a second. Again, call the show 855-969-RANT
We'll
is
get
the
this
number.
thing on the road.
Get this thing
Let's get it
going.
on the road.
For those that are having trouble listening, logging on and stuff, we'll get all the quirks figured out for you again. It's our first run through. So we're glad to be here. You guys can watch the video and audio live at rantradionetwork.com. And we'll be back after these messages.
To watch our stupidity live, head over to RantRadioNetwork.com. Good colors and
We are the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69-THE3 Guys.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's,
The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen in. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS, GUYS, and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the three guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
TheTicketSurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. TheTicketSurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanj, and I'm always joined by
Edgar, Carlos Mandrano, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
Tonight's headline story, Rant Radio Network. Miss the show? That's okay! You can catch it 24 hours a day! This just in. Want your own radio show? Call us at 855-969-RANT. That is 855-969-7268, and you'll become the headline!
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say Mucho Macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink Mucho Macho Michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more Mucho Macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
Welcome back to the Sportscast on the Rant Radio Network.
Yes, we are.
Wednesdays, 12 to 2 now. Every Wednesday for you guys. Check us out at thenewsportsguru.com is our official website. Making our debut. It's been good so far.
Absolutely.
It's been good. I like it in here. I feel comfortable. Got a good setup. I got Mr. Allen, producer over there, did a great job. Love our intro. He did a great job on our intro.
Yes, he did.
Did an awesome job. If you guys missed it, go back and check it out. I mean, sports ain't got nothing on us over here. They really don't. They might have Chris Berman's annoying ass, but, other than that, got nothing. All right, we got our special guest, though, calling in, Patrick Schmidt. Let's bring him here on the line.
Great.
I'm going to get into some Chicago sports. Patrick, you on the phone with us?
Hello.
Patrick?
Hey.
Hey, Patrick Schmidt. How you doing, man? From the Wake Up Call in Chicago. You can find him on Twitter at Patrick A. Schmidt. Nice to have you on the show again, man.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. We had you on. We had him on a long time ago.
Yeah, he was one of the originals.
Yeah, he's one of the originals. Good to have him back on. A lot of stuff going on in Chicago. We got Game 7 tonight. Blackhawks, Red Wings. Chicago storming back, down 3-1 in the series. What's going on in Chicago right now? The fan base has got to be going crazy right now, especially coming back home. Game 7, you win that Game 6 in Detroit, which was huge. I like Chicago come back home and win this one. What's the feeling over there in the Windy City?
A lot of people are excited. Really, when they fell down 3-1, that Game 4 loss in Detroit, it was tough. It was heartbreaking. Everybody was down in the dumps, but really we were just taking it in a series of 3 one-game series. We thought coming back home for Game 5 in the United Center to win that, get a little bit of momentum going. Things will take care of themselves in Game 6. Won Game 5 fairly easily. Went over into Game 6 in Detroit. Got all sorts of momentum. Power play looked great, which it had in all series. Took care of business in Game 6, and now you actually have momentum winning 2 in a row. Detroit, all the pressure in the world is on their ice. So things are looking good. We're cautiously optimistic for Game 7 tonight.
Yeah, real nice to get Jonathan Toews, the captain, off the snide, huh?
Finally. Yeah, he's been having a tough series. Henrik Zetterberg has been all over him. Really haven't been able to do much on the ice, but he's kind of broke through a little bit on the power play the other day. So hopefully we can get more of that from the captain tonight.
And one of those things I was just about the Kings Game 7 last night. When the home team has an advantage in hockey, you get that last line change. Exactly. I think that was so crucial in last night's Kings win over the Sharks that I think it's going to be a big advantage with Chicago here being able to match up who they want against Datsuk, against Zetterberg, and not really, you know what I mean? I think it's going to play a big, difference in the game tonight. What do you think, Patrick?
Yeah, that's absolutely going to be a big factor in tonight's game. We already saw Detroit win a road Game 7 when they took care of business against Anaheim in the first round. I just don't see if Detroit can have a second road Game 7 win. I think they'd just be the odds are just stacked against them. Saw an interesting stat. When teams have a home game in Game 6, potential elimination game, just like Detroit did in Game 6, when they lose that, they're 20-31 in Game 7.
Wow.
So, another stat that bodes well for the Blackhawks tonight. But you got to be too careful. You don't want to say they have all the momentum in the world now, but because each game has kind of taken on their own life of its own. So hopefully the Blackhawks can still maintain that underdog do-or-die mentality tonight and not get too cocky and get ahead of themselves too much and just kind of play hungry tonight.
Yeah, it seems Detroit's strategy for this series is just to beat on Jonathan Toews, and it was working wonderfully, especially up until especially in Game 4 when the frustration of getting just physically beat up by the Wings got to Toews, and he took 3 penalties in 7 minutes and basically gave that game to Detroit. But as a good captain should, he's regrouped and he's definitely come back, and he is definitely leading this team. So that's a good sign for them. Do you think Detroit will just continue to try and do that, or play a more straight-up game tonight?
Yeah, that's a good question. You mentioned the penalties that Jonathan Toews had. That was during Jonathan Toews' career here in Chicago. I'd never seen him play that poorly, that undisciplined. You could tell he was just completely frustrated and taken out of his game by Zetterberg and the rest of the Red Wings. But he's regrouped and he's got his confidence back. So we'll see what Detroit can do tonight. I mean, Mike Babcock has been kind of getting out-coached the last couple of games by Coach Bundle, and it was the complete opposite at the beginning of this series. So it's been quite this interesting chess match between Babcock and Glenville tonight. So I think this is going to be a pretty clean game, pretty straightforward game. There will be some physicality there between both teams, but I think this is going to be a clean game and a lot of skill involved in these from both of these two teams. So it's just going to be an outstanding Game 7 tonight, and really I can't wait for it.
Hey, was there any word? I'm trying to think. No, I believe your backup got hurt, didn't he? Didn't the backup goalie get hurt coming into this series?
Ray Emery kind of got banged up a little bit towards the end of the regular season, but he's healthy now. There were some questions whether or not he would have been healthy enough to play in the opening round series against Minnesota Wild, but he's healthy now. But Corey Crawford, the Hawks' starting goaltender, he's not the reason why the Hawks have lost, the first couple of games in this series.
They couldn't score.
Yeah, they couldn't score. Zetterberg and Dotsuk were shutting down the Toews line and the Kane line, and pretty much shutting down Marian Hossa and Patrick Sharp and Patrick Kane and everybody else involved. But Corey Crawford's been outstanding.
Yes, he
really
has.
he really willed that team to the win in Game 6. That second period, Blackhawks took the lead, or the Red Wings took the lead. I'm sorry, had a nice little goal, little lucky goal, I guess we could say. But after that, he really had the Wings pretty much in his midst and just shut down the Wings and gave the Blackhawks an opportunity to get momentum and catch their breath and get back into the things. And then 3 goals to start the third period, 3 unanswered goals. Really got the Blackhawks back into it.
Yeah. Thanks. You pissed off my wife. I didn't get lucky that night. Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife's from Detroit, huge Red Wings. I mean, God, they were just crushed by that. Because I went into that, Game 6, I was like, the Red Wings lose Game 6. I figured they lose Game 7 because you just can't come back from something like that. Coming back home, coming into Game 7, they're always special. Do you think coming into this game that I think a big part of this is going to be who doesn't take the stupid penalties? But I think penalties, especially with how physical the series has been, I think it was a big factor in that Sharks-Kings series, especially in that Game 6 where the Kings took all those stupid penalties in San Jose and just got buried early.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be a big factor in this game, who keeps their head on straight and who doesn't take those stupid penalties. Would you agree, Patrick?
Yeah, that's an outstanding point. When you get to Game 7, you got to start talking about, the referees and the impact they can have. Now, you don't want to make a stupid penalty, give a team a 2-minute power play there where they could get a goal on a man advantage. And then, the first goal in this game is going to be crucial, just like it was last night in the Kings-Sharks series where the Kings, Dustin Williams was able to put the Kings on top there. You got to worry about, a bad break here, a loose puck, a big scrum in front of the net. The puck gets through the goalie and, anything like that, some sort of chippy plays. You just got to start looking at all the factors involved here, and it's more than just the 6 guys on ice here from both teams. So, you really got to have your head on straight here and play a nice, clean, disciplined game of hockey tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Moving to the other side, who do you like in the Boston-Pittsburgh series?
Oh, this is a great one. This is what I anticipated coming from the Eastern Conference. You figured it was going to be Boston and Pittsburgh the whole way. Boston is, they got a great 4 lines they could just roll out there on the ice. I mean, that third and fourth line for Boston was pretty much the reason why they took care of New York as quickly as they did. Obviously, Pittsburgh, Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, they're loaded offensively. And
would you say, Patrick? That 2 completely different styles of playing?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and both are outstanding at how they go about playing the game. So
right.
I think I'm hoping this goes 7, just from a pure hockey standpoint, as a hockey fan. I'm hoping that one goes 7. But if I had to make a prediction right now, I'd go with Boston in 7, which. Gosh, I'm trying to convince myself of that prediction right now, but I'm thinking with my heart more than my head. But I don't know. It's just so easy to root against Sidney Crosby.
I was just going to say, is that more of a I don't like Crosby than I like Boston?
It's like the LeBron. It's like the LeBron factor. It's just so easy to root against him. So switching over though to the basketball side, Chicago had a good year. The Bulls, despite having being without Derrick Rose. A lot of controversy going to the playoffs, whether he shouldn't have played, whether he should have. Myself, personally, I thought he should have been out there. Knocker over here was on the other side of the fence. We'll get into a little bit more on the NBA side, but what's your initial thoughts on Derrick Rose? And I know you're out there in Chicago. You get the sense of what the fans are like, what the community is. What is the overall, feeling towards Derrick Rose right now with the Chicago Bulls fan base?
Yeah, it was a fairly split 50-50.
Really?
Fans that wanted him on the court and felt if he was good enough to practice and, do his warm-ups before the game, that he owed it to the fans and he owed it to his teammates to be out there on the court for the playoffs. And, then there was the other half that was like, well, this guy's he's the face of the franchise. He's 24, 25 years old. This was a serious knee injury here. And, you want to be cautious. You want to be smart. You don't want to rush this guy back where he's going to have setback after setback. And, it'd be a little bit different if he was 34, 35 and he's at the tail end of his career here. And, you're trying to win one last championship here. But, 24, 25 years old. I was in the camp where, it's fine. This Miami Heat team, it's a runaway freight train right now. You're not going to beat the Heat with a hobbled Derrick Rose at 65 to 75% anyway. So I'd much rather he come back 100% mentally and physically next year, because he may have been cleared physically by the doctors this season, but he just didn't have it upstairs mentally. I mean, coming back from that kind of devastating injury, it's tough to come back from that physically. And the biggest thing working against him was Adrian Peterson, who came back it seemed like 3 weeks.
Superman.
Injury, and then he had one of the best seasons anybody that ever played in the NFL has ever had this past season. So that kind of comparison worked against him, but. Chicago, blue-collar town. A lot of people thought that we see him jumping up and down during warm-ups and he's practicing. So a lot of people felt he wasn't tough enough, and owed it to the fans and to the teammates to be out there. But me personally, I applauded his decision to do what he felt was best for him. And I'm looking at the next 10 to 12 years with the healthy Derrick Rose, and not just the next 2 to 3 weeks here with Derrick Rose in the playoffs.
Yeah, I like your point, and I do agree with your point in this whole situation. You're probably not going to beat Miami this year.
But how can you say it now without the Pacers? I mean, look what the Pacers
still
are
haven't
doing.
beat him. I don't even know if Chicago could have beat Indiana the way that they're playing right now. It's one guy, and yes, he's all that good. But this year, prior to them Miami getting to Indiana and it being this tough, they probably were not going to beat Miami. Probably
not.
Okay,
no.
So after this year, Miami's a year older.
Yes.
Chicago can get together in camp.
You're right. Dwayne Wade's a little older, yeah.
And they could make a better run next year playing a full season with them than trying to put
well, I was
them
about
in
to
this
say,
year.
I mean, if you're in Chicago right now, you got to feel good about kind of the Bulls, because look what the team did without Derrick Rose. Look how they came together as a squad. I mean, yeah, they lost to the Heat pretty bad in 5 games, but they put up a good fight for a team that was missing a lot of guys with a lot of injuries. You got to feel good coming into next year.
Yeah, you can find some moral victories from this season and that series. We saw Jimmy Butler, a guy in his second year out of Marquette at the 2 guard. He played some big minutes. He actually played like 48 minutes, like 3 or 4 straight games. So he was the Bulls' Iron Man. He showed a lot of improvement this season. He could be a nice building block for the future. And it was nice to see this guy, Luol Deng and Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah really took his game to the next level. With the struggles of Dwight Howard this season, which you guys know all about, and Andrew Bynum not stepping on the court at all this season.
Fucking Bynum.
Guy is really ascended to becoming one of the best centers in the league. So it's you can find some moral victories there, and the thing with Derrick Rose, people were assuming that when he did come back, or if he did play this season, that he was going to be 100%. He was going to be the MVP type Derrick Rose. But that just wasn't realistic. He was going to be a guy that, wasn't going to be as explosive and didn't have that outstanding first step quickness and that ability to drive and get to the rack, which made him the youngest MVP in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That just wasn't going to be the case this season. So we would have seen a totally different Derrick Rose. But there were some minor victories you could take from this season. And Coach Tom Thibodeau, one of the best coaches in the NBA. I'd put him right behind Greg Popovich and maybe one other guy there. But yeah, some moral victories there you can find there for sure.
Sure, okay. I look at this as a plus. Actually, we'll get to the Bears right here in a minute, but I think it's a plus. That whole team gained confidence. You had players playing that probably wouldn't have been playing.
I think it's a plus, but Derrick Rose better come back next year and be Derrick Rose.
Well, there's no doubt
because there's a lot of but the same thing. If you're Derrick Rose and you don't come back, the same as Derrick Rose, then it's like I sat out. Was good, I have a reason. So it kind of works in his favor both ways for Derrick Rose when he comes back. But switching over, want to get into a little bit of Chicago Bears with you in just a second, but keeping it in the NBA, the Pacers pull out a big win last night against the Heat. It's 2-2 series right now. I mean, they seem to have that interior defense, especially with Hibbert, that's preventing the Heat from, coming inside and having to force a lot of jump shots. What are your thoughts on this Pacers-Heat series? Do you think the Heat still pull this series out, or do you think the Pacers really have a legit chance?
I was asked that question yesterday. I was asked who was going to win, Game 4, and I said I thought Indiana was going to win in a close one, but I still thought Miami would win the series in 6. And now it's kind of similar thing with the Pittsburgh and Boston in the NHL. It's like I want Indiana to win, but I don't know.
But would you put your money on it?
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't bet on the Pacers to win 2 out of the next 3 games, but. They've had the best defense in the NBA all season long. Frank Vogel has coached that team up so well. You mentioned Roy Hibbert, played an outstanding Game 4. Paul George has really emerged as one of the better two guards in the league, and Dwayne Wade really looks like a shell of himself. And we saw LeBron James totally taken out of his game yesterday, actually fouling out, I think, for the first time in his entire NBA career. So it's going to be an outstanding finish. Hopefully it can go 7. I'd love to see Indiana push this Miami team to the brink, but I think a lot of people are surprised and impressed by Indiana, because I don't think anybody really gave Indiana a shot against Miami, even though they played well against them in the playoffs last season. But
till Hubbard got hurt.
This Indiana team is playing a lot better than they did last season. So, hey, you can't be surprised at this point if Indiana does beat Miami. But right now, if you're asking me if they do, I'd probably have to lean towards saying no.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big part of how Wade plays. Because if Wade plays how he's supposed to, the Heat you're really not going to beat him. But if you're relying all on LeBron James, they are beatable. They really are.
One more Chicago thing, right? We
Yeah.
get to Urlacher.
Yeah, I want to get to the Bears right here before we close out here before the break. Again, we got Patrick A. Schmidt on the line here with us from the Wake Up Call in Chicago Sports Radio. Want to get in some NFL with you, but Urlacher, we had his retirement about a week ago now. Whether it's controversial or not, he came out, said he'd wanted to stay with the Bears. They didn't want to give him a bunch of money, really didn't want to keep him. And he went out there, kind of put it out there they wanted to play for another team, but not too much, decided to call it quits, didn't really feel like his body was into it. What are the thoughts in Chicago right now on Urlacher? Is it kind of split 50-50, or the majority of people kind of understand the situation?
No, I think a lot of people understood the situation. If you ask me, whether or not the Bears should have re-signed Urlacher, that would have been 50-50. A lot of people, including myself, still think he could have played another year. Is he the Brian Urlacher of 2, 3, 4 years ago? No, he's not at all. The injuries have definitely taken a toll on him and his speed and his sideline-to-sideline ability. But once the decision was made, the Bears offered him what he called an ultimatum and what I called a non-offer offer. They knew he wasn't going to accept it at all, but it was just a move kind of to save face a little bit, like, well, we offered him the deal, we wanted him back, but no, they didn't really want him back. It's nice, though, that he did retire as a Bear and he didn't sign a one-year deal with Minnesota or Denver or any other team out there, which kind of diminish his legacy a little bit. Just kind
Agreed.
of it's great because 13-year career, and it's tough for a lot of people in the NFL, professional sports as a whole, to go out on their own terms. And Brian Urlacher, he was let go a little bit, entered free agency. Nobody really wanted him, didn't want to give him the deal that he wanted. So I'm not really focused on that too much. I'm looking at the last 13 years. Rookie of the Year to come into the league, took the team to the Super Bowl, Defensive Player of the Year, multiple Pro Bowls, only behind Ray Lewis as far as his modern contemporaries go at the position, which Ray Lewis he's not the best middle linebacker. He's definitely not number 3, so he's definitely up there in the top 2. But Brian Urlacher, he may not be a first ballot Hall of Famer because he'll be going in or eligible at the same time as Ray Lewis, but this guy's definitely bound for Canton in the next 5, 6, 7 years. So
yeah, he's one of the best linebackers of our generation, or my generation, right there with Ray Lewis. So
no doubt.
Again, I appreciate you coming on, Patrick. Real quick before I let you go, we're going to be covering the over-unders later. I want to get your thoughts on Chicago. Comes out in Vegas for this year. Over-under 8.5 wins for the Bears. Where do you see them?
Wow.
That's not what you're supposed to say.
I know.
Let's put the caveat on it. They still have Cutler as their quarterback. We still have to deal with this, okay?
Yeah. Well, they won 10 last year. I did say the Bears are going to take a little step back this season with the new coaching staff. I still think they'll be a winning team, so I'll go with the over on that. I'll say they get 9 wins.
9 and 7. Okay. All right. Good. Again, guys, if you want to follow Patrick on Twitter at Patrick A. Schmidt, we appreciate you coming on, man. We'll have you on again real soon.
Sounds great, guys. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, dude. Good call. I like him, man.
All things Chicago.
All things Chicago sports.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Cue it up right now, Alan. Yeah, baby. Oh, it feels so good.
Love it.
Ah, someone got lucky last night.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Who would that be?
Yeah. His name's the Sports Guru.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Got a smile on this face.
Dang.
Yeah.
Bubba? Love it.
Had that Extensi commercial, like, that smile going on.
That smile, that extends. Yeah.
Good. All right, guys, get into all your hockey action here. Last night, Game 7. Woo! The Kings, baby, versus Sharks. You can check out the highlights right now at rantradionetwork.com as we're talking about them.
It was awesome.
First period, goalies coming up big. Not a lot of shots going on, a lot of the physicality.
Right.
Kings, though, open up. Second period, Justin Williams.
Unbelievable, man.
Gets his
determination.
Determination.
He was working on that goal.
His second goal, though, was even better.
Beautiful.
That was just beautiful. Tic-tac-toe. You can check it out right now going on live here at rantradionetwork.com. Showed up big time, scores 2 big goals.
He almost had a third. He almost had a natural, huh?
Almost went natural.
Yeah.
That's how I wear my pants.
Absolutely.
But then you got, going into the third, you got up 2-0.
Right.
And Sharks come back, score a big goal.
Dan Boyle puts one in the net.
And I went butt clutch in time.
Yeah, but now it's like, the Nat's behind. You're tighter than a Nat's behind right
exactly.
there.
Tighter than a Nat's behind. Goes down 2-1 though, and Jonathan Quick shows up in beast mode.
Absolutely. 962 save percentage in this series.
Unbelievable.
If you can believe it, he's playing better this year than he did last year.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of people probably outside of LA that probably don't know that he had back surgery, in the offseason, and had this season not been a shortened season, he would not have been the opening night goaltender.
Yeah.
And he did play shaky. He did play shaky. They put Bernier in there during the regular season for a while until he got to form, but you just cannot argue that he is the best goaltender in the playoffs right now. And Niemi, for the Sharks, that's probably the best goaltending display by 2 goaltenders in a series I've seen in a long, long time. Man, that was outstanding goaltending, and Quick was just a little better.
Home team win every game in the series.
Yeah.
That's what it was about.
And the team that scored first won every game also.
And the Kings came out like I hoped they would. I mean, we're longtime Kings fans. You guys will grow up to know that once you start listening to the show. Again, we welcome all the audience from Rant Radio Network over here. Kings, though, on fire, going to go back to the Western Conference Finals, going to play the winner of tonight's game, Chicago versus the Red Wings. I like where the Kings are right now. Kopitar finally showing up. I think that was the biggest part of this series. Kopitar finally showed up in the last 3 games.
Absolutely. He's taking the team basically on his back. Losing Stoll was a big loss, and I think it took a little while to adjust to him not being there.
Yeah.
But Kopi went out and took the faceoffs that Stoll would have taken. He's forechecking. He's back-checking.
He's having
he's passing. Yeah. He may not be putting the puck in the net. I mean, he scored 1 goal, I believe, in the series, but he's doing
his
everything
physical presence out there.
else that needs to be done as a captain should.
Yeah, and Jonathan Quick's having a better year than he was last year.
That's what's amazing. That's what's amazing. Like I said, that 962 save percentage, his quickness. I mean, I watch him, and he is as unique a goaltender as I've ever seen, and I'm talking since 1967. He gets from one side.
You're going back in the time machine. I can't go back that far. Kidding me? Like, 967. Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, and they actually did wear pads.
Oh, they did. And they wore the Jason mask too. Is that what they wore?
They did.
Yeah, exactly.
Rogie Vachon, baby. But he gets from one side of the net to the other quicker than anybody I've ever seen. And that's what makes him fantastic. The game-saving save.
Alan, throw that save up again. Yeah, right there. You can check it out up here. A picture of it, man. Look at him full-on sprawled out.
He goes from the right side of the net to the left, sprawled out, and just basically saves the series.
Alan,
right there.
You were awesome in there. Look at him pausing and replaying, go back and forth.
Man.
My God.
That's big time.
We're going to have a michelada after this. Oh, great save out there, though. I mean,
that's a great series.
If you're Pavelski, how do you not get that in the air?
I don't know. You
how do you not get that up?
Exactly. I've been asked that plenty of times. God. Why can't you get that up?
Your excuse is you're old. But I mean, Pavelski, what excuse do you have?
Exactly. You know that the goaltender's coming across and he's going to be sliding, so you have to get that puck under the crossbar.
Yeah. Big game, though. I mean, to be there, I just love LA. I mean, Kings fans are special. They're not like Dodgers fans. I mean, the game was early. It was at 6 o'clock, and that place was packed.
Oh, absolutely.
Going off.
First Game 7 since 1989 at home.
Yeah.
That last game was at the Forum. That's how long it's been. They were playing in the Forum back then. I believe that was Gretzky's first year in an LA uniform. I was there, actually, and they beat the Oilers in that Game 7 at the Forum. That was awesome.
You think it's better than better than Game 7 against the Maple Leafs?
Well, it was at home. So,
That's true.
You know,
you were there.
But the Game 7 against the Maple Leafs, Gretzky dropped a hat trick
Yeah.
on him, and they got to their first Cup Finals. I believe that was in 1990. That was one of the best performances by a hockey player in a clutch situation ever. You know, all the pressure was on Gretzky that year, and unfortunately for the Maple Leafs, that's until this year. That was their last hurrah. That was the last time they were actually relevant in the league.
Then these guys lose a Game 7 this year.
I don't think they're still over it.
Before we get to break, coming up on the flip side, guys, we're going to have EJ Christian calling in, a good friend of the show, big sports writer. We're going to go over some of the bigger over-unders in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to get into Wild World of Sports in the last half hour. Got some great videos from the cheese rolling guy with a nasty broken leg. A soccer goal celebration that's very unique.
Okay.
In many ways. Something that you might see Knocker do at the end of a 420 show.
Gotta be there.
Gotta be there. You had to be there, folks. You really have to listen to the whole shows. To both shows. Yes, exactly.
Whoa, boy.
And coming up as well, Will Smith did something as well. We're getting some Will Smith action. Getting jiggy with it is back.
Oh, yeah, you got jiggy with it.
Got jiggy with it. Real quick, though, you like Chicago in tonight's Game 7?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know,
for my sex life, I'm hoping the Red Wings win.
Really?
Because the wifey again is from Detroit. Whole family's from
if they win Game 7, you might get a little extra.
Yeah, I might get a little. You know, that's what I'm talking about, honey.
She might actually stay awake.
Exactly. If I had my ding, I would play that so big time for you. That was fantastic. You don't usually get me. You don't usually get me like that. I don't usually set you up for that
You
stuff.
might be awake and participate.
That was good stuff. All right, guys, stick with us. We'll be back on the flip side.
To watch our stupidity live, head over to RantRadioNetwork.com. Colors and
We are the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's. The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen in. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS. G-U-Y-S and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the Three Guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
TheTicketSurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. TheTicketSurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar. Carlos Medrano, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the bag.
News in America. Tonight's headline story, Rant Radio Network. Miss the show? That's okay. You can catch it 24 hours a day. This just in. Want your own radio show? Call us at 855-969-RANT. That is 855-969-7268, and you'll become the headline.
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more mucho macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, pues te quema entrando y saliendo.
I love the sound of that music. Football season.
Gives me a chubby. Just gives me a chubby.
If you're
And that ain't easy to do.
It's not. It takes a lot of effort.
It's a lot of effort.
You're at work right now. You know, you're sitting in your office. Wednesday, it's noon. You're tired. You hear that. You're like, oh.
Yeah, baby.
Back up.
Scoop my chair back just a little
Scoop
lower.
my chair back. Good God. Back up Sports Hats, though. Listen to us at rantradionetwork.com.
Yep.
You can watch us live right now. Give us a call. 855-969-RANT is the number. Also on Twitter at sportscast_THN. We're going to be here every Wednesday, 12 to 2. So you guys double the dose of Sportscast on Wednesdays.
Double the goodness,
Double
baby.
the goodness.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what she said last night. Double the goodness, and I was like, you're welcome. Getting to some NFL, we're going to have EJ Christian on the line just a couple minutes. We're going to go over some of the top over-unders in NFL this season. It's going to be an interesting NFL season. A lot of some big changes. Some guys come back from injuries, like RG3. I wonder how. What do you think RG3 comes back like?
They say he looks good.
I just don't know how you can come back and be the same player.
Well, he's not going to be the same player.
I mean, but Adrian Peterson knocks all those arguments down. That's the thing.
Simply because of the position he plays. He, as his interviews, the few interviews that I've seen, he's gotten smarter. He's like, okay, this isn't college anymore.
Yeah.
These guys all hit hard. So,
yeah.
If it's not the crucial game-winning first down, I'm going to slide.
I'm going to slide.
I'm going to learn how to slide. Because he can't play this game, balls to the walls like he used to. He's going to have to adjust a little, especially this year, with the knee. And don't think people aren't going to take shots at him, But I think he gained a ton of confidence. I think they'll change the offense a little bit. And I think he's going to be just fine. I really do. Had this happened 10 years ago with technology and surgical technologies not being, what they are today, I think it's a much different ballgame. But I really look for him to have a hell of a good year.
I think so. And especially, I think it's going to be interesting, too, over here on West Coast, San Francisco. They're going to be really interesting. I know they get Bolden, but they also lost one of their key wide receivers as well. Michael Crabtree. Going to be out for the year. Colin Kaepernick coming back in his sophomore season. I think that whole division in itself, especially with Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, it's going to be one of the better divisions in football. What do you think the Niners? Do you think they have a chance to get back there, or how do you think the Niners pan out this year?
Well, they have Vernon Wells.
Vernon Davis?
Vernon Davis.
Vernon Wells.
He may as well be Vernon Wells.
Is that
for as many fantasy points as he's given me?
You should. Seriously. He's the Vernon Wells of football.
Isn't he?
Except for this year. Vernon Wells is kicking ass in fantasy this year.
Oh, yeah, he is. You get him out of an Angel uniform.
I know. I got him for $3 in my auction league.
What
You guys
the hell?
killing it.
But yeah, Vernon Davis.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, you hate him just from fantasy.
He just sucked the last 2 years. Just sucked.
He's really bad.
The only guy who might be worse was Jermichael
Finley. Yeah, we don't talk about him.
But anyway, I think the 49ers are going to be fine. They bolstered their defense. They've got balance. They've got everything that you need to get back there. The Seahawks. This is just going to be a wonderful, wonderful rivalry. I mean, for those of you who weren't on the West Coast, this rivalry when they were both at SC and Stanford, Harbaugh and Pete Carroll with the old man New Balance shoes, when he was at USC, it was a great. They made that into just a great rivalry on the West Coast, and they're still on the West Coast.
Yeah.
They're in the same division. It's still there. They still respect but don't like each other. And Seattle, they just look really, really strong. It's going to come down to which quarterback does not have the sophomore jinx between Russell Wilson and Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I think San Francisco, they get deep into the playoffs. Yeah, I think those two teams obviously make the playoffs. One is a division champion, one is the wild card. The team I feel sorry for is the Rams.
Your Rams?
No, I think the Rams have a decent team. I think they have a decent team, but playing in that division, they're not going to get anywhere for the next 3 or 4 years. I just don't see it happening unless they get a lot of free agents or whatever. But it's now turning into one of the strongest leagues in the NFL. I mean, divisions in the NFL.
It is. It's been real interesting. All right, I believe we have EJ Christian on the line.
Cool.
We're gonna bring him on here real quick. All right, EJ, you with us, man?
Hello.
EJ, you with us?
Yes, sir. I'm right here with you, watching you guys on the camera.
All right. How we look? We bring in
you guys look beautiful.
Thank you very much. I looking sexy. I like it.
We don't look as good as Janae on last week's Sportscast, but
we're still looking good. I got a tan over the weekend for Memorial Day. Looking good.
Now, EJ, am I not having a great hair day, or am I not having a great hair day? If you answer that, you've got issues.
I'm not answering that question.
That was a setup.
I can't say anything honestly because I have no hair.
So anybody with hair is having a great hair day in your world, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Again, EJ, appreciate you having him on. Founder and CEO of the Opinion Nation. Also, their Earnestly Speaking podcast, so check him out. We're going to get some over-unders. Want to get some NFL. Alan, if you could throw me down some background here. I'm going to go over some. The over-unders just came out. Have you had a chance to look them over?
Again, I'm sorry. I missed the last part. Say that one more time. I apologize.
No, do you have a chance to look over the over-unders yet?
Oh, no, I have not. I'm going to shoot from the hip.
Okay, shoot from the hip. I like it.
So we like.
Well,
Bringing it to you live.
Normally on my show, I normally wait till maybe July to do this. But, hey, might as well, better early than never, right?
All right, here. Well, Covers.com came out with their over-unders for this upcoming season. And there's a couple of interesting ones here. The highest season win total. Who do you think Vegas sees as the highest win total team out there?
It's like I'm gonna guess the Broncos.
The Broncos? Right there, EJ. Right there.
Right?
You got that right.
Wow.
Yeah, Broncos are at 12 wins.
He don't need to wait till July.
He don't need
to wait no stinking July. I don't need no stats. I know it. Well, good call. Good call. What makes you say that?
Well, I mean, number one, the AFC is a lot weaker, I think, on the bottom than it has in recent years. Number two, they had a great regular season last year. They just added Wes Welker, obviously. It's really, in my opinion, a two-team race in the AFC. You can say three with Houston, but I'm still shaking on Matt Schaub moving forward, so I'm not going to really jump that bandwagon. For me, it's between the Patriots and the Broncos, honestly, in the AFC, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting. I think they can get there because it is that AFC. I think they're going to be real weak this season. I like the Broncos to win their division handily over there. But it could be, 12 is a high number. You don't see a lot of teams getting to 12 wins in the NFL.
I think that's just based on the division that they're in. I mean, who's going to give them?
They're gonna. I mean, they got 13 last year. I mean, so I mean, in that division too. I mean, you got the Raiders. I mean, really, come on. You have the.
Hey, we need our Oakland audience, okay? EJ, don't kill our fans, okay?
I like the Raiders. If I was a Giants fan, I'd be a Raiders fan. I'd be still in black all day long. Absolutely. But the reality is, they're still the Raiders. I mean, and until they show signs of turning that proverbial corner, I mean, they're going to be who they are. I mean, then you have the San Diego Chargers who are in transition now. and then the Chiefs are in transition now too. So I mean, it's really the Broncos' division to lose. I mean, at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, well, coming out with the biggest difference from last year's total, this team, who do you think had the biggest jump from last year's total to this year's total?
I'm going to guess. Let me think this real quick, real off the top of my head. I'm going to guess Seattle.
God damn it! I can't even get him wrong!
Wow.
Is that right again?
Yeah, don't tell me to look at these!
Wow.
No, I'm dead serious. I didn't look at them.
God,
And
yes,
so funny,
yeah.
And what's so weird, I'm actually in full NBA mode these days. That NFL, I'm like, okay, well, NFL, oh yeah, forgot about that.
You're right,
Weird.
though. Seattle Seahawks jumped from 7.5 last year to 11 wins this year. Coming into the season, it's going to be really interesting. Again, we were just talking about that division. The toughest, probably one of the toughest divisions in football. Russell Wilson coming back sophomore season. They've upgraded with the Percy Harvin move. I don't think that they get to 11. I see them more of as a 10 and 6 team. I think they actually maybe take not really a step back, but I just think it's such a tougher division. I think they go to 10 and 6 this year. What are your thoughts, Knocker?
Wow, that's tough.
That 11, I know.
One more win.
I know.
Is
that 11 and 5 is scaring
difficult.
me there. Yeah.
I'd have to take a real hard look at their schedule.
What their out-of-conference games are, yeah.
What their non-conference schedule is, because, they're probably going to win, I think they're probably going to go 7-1 at home. So they're 7 right there, which means they have to win 4 road games.
And I'm playing them as they split with the Niners, 1-1.
Right, and based on their playoffs last year, I don't think they're afraid to go on the road as they used to be.
Right.
I think they're a much better road team based on their playoff performance on the road last year. I could see them winning 4 road games. I think 11's a good number.
I think 11's a good number.
Yeah.
You say over-under, though? You think they go over-under, though? You think they're right there at 11?
I think they're right there.
11-5?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think, EJ?
I co-sign there too, man. 11 wins. I think, obviously they have the home field advantage. They have probably the best home field advantage in football, playing in Seattle, and that's just a 12th man, obviously. But like I said, a lot of people are like on that bandwagon with the Seahawks. I mean, for last year, the success of Russell Wilson, and I expect them to do well this year. But I think we should. The odds are they'll probably get to 10. Maybe I would actually go under 10 and 6.
Yeah, I think they get that 10 and 6 as well. All right, I want those couple more interesting ones around your home team, man. The New York Giants. Eli, what do you think they have the Giants at this season?
Oh God, they're probably 8.5, aren't they?
9. They're at 9.
Dang.
Giants.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, hey, God bless them. That's pretty damn generous, in my opinion.
And especially in that division, because I think that division, the NFC East, is so open. You just don't know what you're going to get next season. From
the wacky division.
From the Eagles coming in with Chip Kelly, from RG3, you don't know whether he's going to come back the same player. You got my damn freaking Cowboys and Tony Romo, which you never know.
How about them Cowboys?
How about that? You shut your mouth,
How about
EJ.
them Cowboys? They got a nice stadium, don't they?
They do have a nice stadium. That's the only thing nice about their team.
That Eli has never lost that yet, by the way. For a record, John.
And they have pole dancers. And they have pole dancers on the upper
at least
level.
we have pole dancers during our football games, okay?
How that translates to winning games,
It
I don't
doesn't.
know.
It doesn't.
Obviously,
It's like a second home for us.
Exactly.
Second home for the Giants. Eli Manning. I love it. Great.
Oh, did you what he just told you?
Yeah, I heard it.
It's like a second home for the Giants.
Yeah, I know. If I had to suck my balls drop, I'd be dropping it like 3 or 4 times on them right now.
Way to hit him. Way to hit him.
But the Giants, though, at 9 wins, I think that's a real tough number. I think they actually get to 9 and 7. I think that's a good number. I think they push on that. I think they go 9 and 7. Knocker, what do you think?
I see it down here. I see 8 and 8.
You see 8 and 8?
Yep.
Okay, EJ, I know it's your home team, but without the bias
Yeah,
here, how
but
do you think the Giants?
I am very objective. You know that.
Yes, I know.
A lot of questions because with the Victor Cruz not being, there's still questions whether he'd be on a contract and Team Nick. 9 and 7, I mean, at best would be a push, but I would not be shocked if they go 8 and 8 again. But you never know. I've been surprised before in the past with the Giants. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be, sticking with the NFC East then, Washington Redskins, RG3 coming back off the injury. Before we get to the over-under, we just got an RG3. How do you think RG3 comes back next year?
Big question. Big question. I mean, all signs point to him coming back week 1. Everything I hear in the media, everything I hear in reports is that he's way ahead of schedule.
Right.
He's sprinting now, which is a good sign. But like I said, it's different when you're playing actual football against actual teams. I'm not even talking about practice. I'm talking about people, teams that your rivals and whatnot. It's going to be tough. But I mean, Kirk Cousins showed last year too that he can definitely hold the fort down for a couple of games.
Sure,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, they should be in the mix, of course. They'd still be in the mix.
Okay, what do you think they set their over-under at?
9.5.
9. It's at 9. Yeah, they got
9?
him.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Right.
got him at 9. Again, it's almost like I see everybody in that division finishing at that 9-7 mark or 8-8. I think it's going to be really tough.
Pretty competitive, man.
I think Washington actually is going to be under here. I think they finish 8-8. They have a step back. I think there's a little bit of a sophomore slump with RG3, especially coming back from that knee injury. I don't think he's going to be very comfortable running around like he used to. And I think they finished about 8-8 this season.
I think 9-7 takes that division this year.
That's what I'm saying. I think 9-7 takes that division. So
absolutely.
And that's why I got the Cowboys at 10-6. So I mean,
yeah. There goes all our credibility. We were doing fine right until then.
Right there.
People were thinking, hey, these guys might actually know what they're talking about.
Until I brought that up.
No, I like 9-7 for Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they come back strong.
What do you think, EJ?
Wow, I think 9 wins is right there, man.
Yeah.
I got 9 wins right there.
Yeah.
Right, a push.
Yeah, I think it's a push as well. All right. Another real interesting one here. Had a big season last year with the rookie quarterback, the Colts. I picked them. They're my sleeper dog last year. Picked them early in the preseason to get to the playoffs. Colts had a big season last year with Andrew Luck. Comes back. What do you think they have the Colts at?
I think they got it 9.5.
9. Actually, they're down to 8.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they're at 8 wins at minus 150 if you take them for the over, and plus 120 if you take them for the under. So they're obviously thinking they're going to go over 8 wins, but yeah, I see them as a 9-7 team. EJ, what do you think?
A little shocked there. And the thing with the Colts too, you look at I was saying about the Broncos. In the AFC, it's really a 2-man race in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
There's no clear-cut third best team in the AFC. Like I say, you can say Houston, you can say Baltimore being the defending champions, but with all the moves they made, you don't know what's going to happen. Pittsburgh obviously in flux also too. But Colts are a team to watch. I think the Colts made some nice strides last year, and I think if they play their cards right and Andrew Luck improves his numbers, in terms of less turnovers going forward, they could be that third team to threaten. I won't say they're better than or as good as Denver, New England, but it could definitely be in that conversation in terms of being competitive with those teams and be that third team in the AFC, in my opinion.
What do you think, Knocker?
Again, that's another one I definitely have to scrutinize that schedule.
Yeah.
But I can see them winning 10 games.
Do you think do you think they get over 8 easy? I mean, I don't think they finish below 8-8. I mean, unless Andrew Luck goes down.
No, I'm going over on that.
Yeah, I think it's a go
over. I don't know, way over that.
Yeah.
I think they get 10, at least 10. At least 10.
I mean, you got to give 2 wins for the Jacksonville right there, right?
There
The
you
spot,
go.
right? You got to give 2 wins. All right, next up here, two teams that made a lot of noise in the playoffs last year and a lot of moves coming into this year. The Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, boy.
They got Steven Jackson, the big move of the offseason.
Right.
Again, they got Matty Ice, and their receiving core is just unbelievable.
Yeah, Tony's coming back.
Yeah, I mean, Tony G, does that guy just blow you? EJ, before we get into their over-under, Tony G, man, is this guy just a stud or what?
He's never going to die. He's never going to start. He's never going to retire, dude. He's never going to retire. He's never going to retire. And it's funny how guys, as long as he's played, he's still, not only is he productive, he's still one of the top 5 or 6 tight ends in the league.
Yeah. He's still relative. He is. He's one of the best fantasy, tight ends. Jermichael Finley was horrible. You got Vernon Davis. I mean, and you had just Tony G tearing it up, man. It's
just got it.
Jermichael Finley. I'm done with him.
I know. We got into that.
we do.
him
already.
Exactly. Knocker called Vernon Davis the Vernon Wells of football over here. So I know.
It's got to be tough for Gonzalez because his body's telling him, dude, we got to retire, man.
Yeah.
We've been doing this a long time, and his heart's going, but we were this close.
Yeah.
We were this.
Again,
I finally got in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I finally got in the playoffs. With a team that's this close, do I give up now?
And it's not like the Falcons, kind of threw in the towel. They're trying to get back there. What I mean? They're making every effort to get back there.
I think it's a great call. I think they treat him with kid gloves. I don't think he practices during the week. I think he just, sits on the sideline twirling the football like the punters and plays in the games on Sunday.
What do you think they got him at the over-under, Knocker?
10-6.
10-6. They got him at 10 wins. Yeah, 10 wins. 10
I was trying to add 10 also.
10 wins to the Falcons.
Oh, sure you did.
Yeah, sure you did.
Sure you did. After Knocker quotes it. Oh, that's easy. Wow, look at this guy riding my wave.
The Falcons, though, they're in one of the tougher divisions.
Yes, they are.
In football, a real tough division, especially with Carolina and Cam Newton. You got, obviously, the Saints down there.
Tampa Bay's going to be
Tampa
good this year,
Bay is
too,
going to
man.
be really good this year. I think they get to 10-6, but I think it's going to be very hard. I don't think it's an easy.
10-6.
I think that's a very hard team to bet. I would stay away from this big time. Getting back to Steven Jackson, EJ, how do you think Steven Jackson fits into the system?
If he's healthy, he'd be very effective. I think what will help, too, is the fact that because Atlanta is now a pass-oriented team, Steven Jackson will have to carry the ball 20-plus times in the game to be effective. He could be effective maybe 15 or less, and I think that's going to bode well for his career moving forward as a guy who's always been hurt every year of his career. So I think Atlanta is one of those teams that they finally set people up last year, winning the playoff, being able to win that playoff game, and almost won the Super Bowl, obviously. Now we want to see if they can make, obviously the next step for them is to get to the Super Bowl. The problem with this now is that New Orleans, Sean Payton's back this year, so New Orleans is going to improve. Obviously their defense is horrible, but they're going to improve. So the NFC South is going to be tough. Plus we know the fact that in the NFC South, no team won the division 2 years in a row. So that's going to be interesting to see how going forward how that works out for the NFC South.
Yeah, I like you mentioned. I discussed this with the Guru before on this. That Steven Jackson came up in that Rams system, and he had
the Rams beat the crap out of him.
No. I'm not talking about the shitty Rams. I'm talking about the Rams coming off of their Super Bowls.
Okay.
When they had Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk was the smartest running back probably in the history of the NFL when it came to knowing football, knowing coverages, knowing who's going to blitz, knowing where it's coming from, and pass protection.
You could cheat with them in Madden. It's so easy. You could play with them in Madden when they came out. That was the best team to play with in Madden.
So Steven Jackson coming up in that system where as Ernest related to, he's going to have to pass block. This is probably one of the best pass blocking running backs in the NFL, and just for that alone, to protect Matty Ice, I think that's a great move, because remember, he got hurt at the end of the game last year. I believe he separated his shoulder
big time.
in that last game. He needs protection, and I think this is a great move for Atlanta.
It is. I agree with him. Yeah, it's going to be good. All right, next up here, last year's Super Bowl champions, Baltimore Ravens, man. It's almost like they pulled the Marlins. Miami, I don't know what you're doing dumping off players here. I mean, you sign your quarterback to all this money, and then you get rid of a bunch of his weapons. But, the Ravens are still the Ravens. They lose, obviously, Ray Lewis to retirement, Anquan Boldin to San Francisco. They still have Ray Rice. They still got, the intact defense. Where do you think they have, EJ, where do you think they got the Ravens at this year after the Super Bowl?
I think they'll get the Super Bowl respect. I think they got like 9.
Yeah, they got them at 9.5.
Oh, wow. Okay, even better.
Yeah. What do you think they get there? What do you think, first of all, of the Ravens' moves in the offseason?
I think personally I think they did the right thing. I think, and I've heard my shows many times for the last 1 month, it's easy when you win Super Bowl to get married to players. In other words, find guys who play well for a stretch or who are a little older, get, emotionally attached to those guys and give them contracts they don't necessarily deserve. And if they underperform, then you have a problem, because you can cut them, you're going to catch hit and all that stuff. They understand that it's a league that's predicated on the draft and young players, so they have to stay ahead of the curve, which is why like Ed Reed's gone, guys like that. If they win a couple of games again and are still in contention, they're gonna, obviously will be a genius for this. So I think they did the right thing personally. A lot of fans panic because obviously those are guys they're going with and watch for 10 years and whatnot. But as a football official going forward, it was the smartest thing they could do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Knocker. Go ahead, Knocker.
Go ahead.
Okay, you
reaching into my computer.
Oh, you're reaching into your notepad there? Exactly. All right.
Reaching into my notepad here.
I think the Ravens, though, coming in, that division's just not as good as it used to be. The Steelers are on the back end of, a lot of their players. Yeah, Cincinnati's got some young talent, but they're still the Bengals. And the Browns, same thing. I mean, they still got a lot of talent, but they're still the Browns. And I think that
I'll be honest with you, watch the Bengals, though. They made a playoff season in a row, and they're only getting better. Keep an eye on the Bengals. They're definitely on the way up.
Yeah, it's true. Like I'm saying, I love them. I'm a Bengals fan, kind of on the outside there. I'd love to see them do good. It's just they're the Bengals, and they always choke it out at the end. But,
that's true. Yeah.
But you look at this division. I think it's wide open. I think anybody can win this. I mean, even the Browns, if they have a legit season and maybe go 9-7, run off, that's the Browns. I'm going on a stretch here, but I mean, I think 9-7 wins this division almost.
I believe so too, and to your point, you said a little bit of what I was going to say. I think this is, and I'll reiterate a little what Ernest said. I think this is a great time for them to do what they did. I believe the division is on a downslide.
That's a good point. That's
so
a very good point.
You can get away for the next couple of years.
It's a good point. I didn't see it. Yeah.
Of not riding those players you won the Super Bowl with. They're happy they won a Super Bowl. They can take their ring and go somewhere else and not be pissed off about it. You can let them go. But I think you have a 2-year window right now where you can get some experience to some of your younger players. They drafted well. They drafted well on defense. I believe Pittsburgh's on a little bit of a downslide. Cleveland's trying to build. The Bengals probably, based on their draft, they probably are the strongest team coming in, but I don't see them as a 12-win team. So you might be able to squeak out 9-7 this year with this group and win the division and still stay relevant.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting in that whole division. And it's, again, the rivalries in that division are the best anyway, so it's just good football. All right, last one here, EJ, before I let you go. Again, we appreciate you having on EJ
Absolutely,
Christian.
man.
EJ Christian from the Opinion Nation. I'll let you get all your plugs in here at the end here. This number shocks me the most. Now, this is why I saved it for the last one here. The Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers come out every season, obviously, one of the better teams in the NFL. But lately, they just, this seem to have been choking it, whether it's in playoffs towards the end of the season. EJ, where do you think that they have the Green Bay Packers at win total coming into the season?
11.
11? They got him at 12.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they got him at 12, right up there with the Broncos, the two highest teams up there. I couldn't believe it when I saw this number. I mean, I know the Packers are good. They've got Aaron Rodgers. They've got a talented receiving core. But I just don't think there's any way that they go 12-4, especially in that division in the NFL.
Yep. I don't agree. That's a little too high, I think, in my opinion. Look, Aaron Rodgers is still the bad man in the world. He's still the best quarterback in the league, probably, with Tom Brady. But at the end of the day, too, though, I mean, that's way too high, in my opinion, man. I can see 11-5 comfortably, personally.
I mean, I even see a 10-6 there. I just don't see that they're that.
10-6, wow, okay.
Yeah, I just don't think the Packers are as strong as they used to be. I just think that a lack of running game over there really has hurt them a lot. Because you can only rely on passing so much. You really can. I think that with the lack of running game, Knocker, what do you think? I mean, there's no way they get to 12.
I think, I just think that 12 is based on whoever's putting this out really betting against the division.
You're going and thinking the Bears
I'm thinking
and
that
Lions
they're
are
thinking
crappy?
Detroit is a train wreck. Minnesota had a good year, but they're not going to repeat.
They don't have a quarterback,
and Chicago, they're changing over, and I'm going to tend to disagree with that. With all of Detroit's turmoils and this and that, I still think they're going to be a pretty decent football team.
Yeah.
I think Chicago, if they can stay injury free, as much as I love Jay Cutler, if the guy stays injury free, the Bears were on a good run, when he got hurt. Minnesota had a great year last year. They got rid of Percy Harvin, which I still don't understand what the hell that was all about.
Yeah.
But I think coming off the season that they have, there's a lot of confidence there. It's that black and blue division. Rivalries are some of the oldest rivalries in the NFL. And the defense of the Packers is just not what it used to be. I'm looking 10. I think the Packers win 10. It's a good year.
10-6
Not only
is
that,
yeah.
and that conference, too. That conference at the bottom is sick.
Yeah.
The conference in general is sick.
Yeah.
Tennessee's deep this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be real deep. It's gonna be a great year in football. There's no really a breakaway team in football coming into this season.
And that's good for the league.
EJ, love you coming on, man. One of my good buddies. EJ, give yourself a shout out.
Find me, of course, on Twitter at EJChris7. You can also find a radio show every Friday on the Opinion Nation Network on Blog Talk Radio, the Earnestly Speaking radio show, 5 to 7 Eastern. That's, I believe, 2 to 4 Pacific, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm East Coast. Yeah. Hey, my guys, Bud Knocker and Josh, always a pleasure to come on the show, man. And congrats on the first show on the network here, man.
We appreciate it, bud.
Thank you so much.
And you know what? As much as I'm not a Heat fan, I'm rooting for you and LeBron, okay?
Nice. Thank you. Appreciate the love, man.
Exactly. Thanks, EJ. Appreciate it, bud.
You too. Take care, guys.
All right.
That's some guest butt kissing 101
I know, it
right
was.
there.
Come on, real good. EJ, I hope I'm on your show next week. All right, we get back on the Sportscast. Wild World of Sports.
Baby.
Bring it in the house when we get back here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
Stay with us.
What is the matter, my young apprentice? You can catch them on RantRadioNetwork.com 24 hours a day. The force is strong with this one.
We are the Three Guys Rant.
With Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69-THE-3-GUYS.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's. The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen, then. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS. GUYS and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the three guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
TheTicketSurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. TheTicketSurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Laza with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar,
Carlos Medrano, and this is a show where we talk about
comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things.
Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the bag.
Tonight's headline story, Rant Radio Network. Miss the show? That's okay! You can catch it 24 hours a day! This just in. Want your own radio show? Call us at 855-969-RANT. That is 855-969-7268, and you'll become the headline!
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more mucho macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
I used to be the governor, and all I do now is listening to Rant Radio Network. It's funny. It's unpredictable and entertaining. Governor.
Welcome back to Sportscast, Wednesdays, 12 to 2, rantradionetwork.com. Make sure you guys catch us every week. Again, 12 to 2, we'll be here. Watch us live. You can listen live. If you missed the show, you can always go back to the website, rantradionetwork.com, and watch the show there on demand. You can follow us on Twitter, sportscast_THN. Just breaking in the new debut here. Again, we appreciate all the other listeners coming in from all the other radios.
Outstanding.
Stations. Been appreciate it. Fans have been loving the new graphics. Alan, getting a lot of praise over there for your
tearing
work.
it up.
Johnny Icebox, you got some work to do.
There
you go. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love our live crowd today.
3 people.
Three
love
people.
it.
I love it.
Feed them a Red Bull. They're all over it.
I think we're going to go to lunch afterwards. It's going to be fantastic.
I think so.
Fantastic.
I think so. I'm laughing here, right? I'm
Yeah, I
giggling.
know. You got Twitter in front of you. Go ahead. We love our Twitter people. They're just awesome.
Peppy Pants. She was in a meeting, so she missed most of the show. But
okay. What?
Yeah, she had to work. Stupid work.
Seriously.
Stupid
Who's
work.
more important to you?
Oh, yeah, she chimes in, right? You know, okay, I'm in.
Yeah,
right?
she's watching. She's
sends
watching.
a tweet, says I'm in. So, you know, I sent back, you know, well, that's my favorite saying.
Yeah.
Right? So she
Wow,
sends,
you went there?
She sends, we value those things we find to be so rare in our lives.
If I need my ding, I do. That's fantastic.
She's hitting me hard on that one.
That's
man.
good. Thank you for that one.
Well, it is rare, but it's good.
Oh, it's good. Also on Twitter, again, sportscast_THN. Tokra wants to know about the NASCAR news. We're still going to have NASCAR news. Again, some of the segments we're going to bring over to this show. The other ones will be on the Toad Hop. So if you miss one, you know, if we don't do a segment here like you got knocked the fuck out, we're not doing that in this show today. We're going to do it on Toad Hop. Next week, could be here. Wild World of Sports, we're doing today.
Got to keep you guessing.
Got to keep you guessing. That's why you listen to both shows.
But we'll get you your fix. We'll get you your NASCAR fix. There's all kinds of NASCAR news out there.
Wait till the Rant Radio Network hears our NASCAR intro. Hope no one's from the South. I hope no one's from the deep South over here.
Tune in tonight, Toker. We'll take care of that.
Exactly.
But we'll be hitting that up.
Yeah, we'll be hitting some NASCAR later.
I had a couple of toasts I wanted to get to before.
Well,
we
usually,
get here.
again, for all new listeners, we do a segment called Shot of the Week Award, which is we give a shot of liquor. We take actual shots. It's a drinking show. We do drink on the show. We take shots for who had like the best week, or thought you had someone deserves a shot, whether someone passed away or had a good week in sports and pop culture, made a good movie, you had a good sexual experience. It does not matter. You can give a shot up for whatever you want. Knocker is famous. You're only supposed to have one shot. Knocker is famous for going on 5 to 10 minute shot distribution. Rants. You give out like 4 or 5 different shots. We got a phone call. Let's bring him in. Phone call.
Wow. Oh yeah. By the way, we take phone calls.
Oh, we do take
stop
phone
the
calls.
show for our listeners.
All right, let's bring him in here. We got Steve. We got Steve on line 1. Steve, what's going on, man?
Guru and Knocker. It's Chaves.
Chabbies!
Chabbies, what's up?
Chabs, how much Vicodin and weed are you on right now?
Baby?
It's all Vicodin right now.
That's what I'm talking about, Chabbies. Dad, we're on Vicodin. How did the surgery go? You went Kobe and tore your Achilles, right?
Yeah, except when Kobe went Kobe, I went Kobe against an 11-year-old girl.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
I know. He told me, I contacted him on Twitter. He's like, man, Guru, I freaking broke my Achilles. I was like, man, what happened? You know, did you take a bad fall? I was like, man, I got gamey. I went out there, decided to play barefoot basketball against me and my buddy against our daughters, like their little daughters. I tried to drive to the hole and she got me.
Took it hard to the hole, huh?
Seriously. Yeah, it's just a loud pop, and I knew exactly what happened.
Well, did you at least go Kobe and go to the free throw line and sink your free throws, or what?
No, I went pavement.
No, I went pavement. That's awesome. I went pavement. That's great, Chavez. That's good stuff, man. I'm glad you're calling in. So
I got to clear something up real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Chaves.
Oh, Chaves. Well, I like Chavies.
Okay, Chaves.
God, Chaves.
That sounds so much more dignified.
For you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I can't read. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know that E makes the A a long sound.
Okay.
Oh. Whoa.
It's intellectual.
Oh. Sorry.
So
drug him up and he gets all smart.
101.
Drug him up and he gets all lingo smart on me, man. Dude.
I went through the Broncos' schedule for the over-under.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What do you think about it?
I'm thinking 16-0.
16-0.
Wow.
He's Vicodin up. Have you been drinking with that Vicodin?
He is flying.
I see the only 2 potential losses as Patriots in New England. I don't know why we always have to go there. And Indianapolis in Indy.
Okay.
The rest of the schedule's pretty... I mean, you got our division.
Yeah, your division's horrible. That's what we're saying. If you guys don't go 7-1 or 8-0 in your division, it's pretty bad.
No. But I like the other bets. I like the... under on that Green Bay.
Yeah, there's no way Green Bay gets to 12. There's just no way.
It's really high.
Yeah, it's going to be really... What do you think about my Cowboys 8.5?
8.5. That's a tough number.
It is a tough number.
Hello.
I think over. I think over.
Over? Yeah, that's it, Chavies. I think they win the division at 10-6. I'm with you on that. Thank you, Chavies.
Chaves,
I mean,
there's
very
no
close,
way.
but I think that's over.
There's no way, Chaves. There's no way.
Chavies,
There was one. Oh, and Seattle.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna take a step forward. I think San Francisco is gonna take a step back.
Really?
Yeah, I like Seattle signed
Percy?
Percy, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wilson looks so polished. I thought Kaepernick was a little more up and down.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think, again, losing Crabtree's going to be a big loss for him, so it's going to be really interesting. But we're going to get into some Wild World sports here, Chabbies. But get back to the bong. I hope you're...
Hey, real quick, I want to give my shot to my neighbors because they really stepped up, getting me to the hospital.
Cool.
Awesome, dude.
Fantastic.
We'll
Good
give it up
neighbors
for-
are fantastic.
Yeah, great
man.
neighbors are fantastic. And we really do. I hope you get better, man. Take care of it, and we always appreciate you listening in.
Okay, and I'll be listening tonight.
You got
All
it,
right.
buddy.
Thanks, Chabbies.
Yeah. Peppy Pants chimes in.
Yeah, everyone's chiming on Twitter right
Chaves
now.
Yoda.
Now we got Jason listening. Everyone's getting in there.
Chaves
now.
Yoda. It's
Yeah.
always been Chabbies. It will
Yeah.
always be
Thank
Chabbies.
you,
It's
Chabbies.
always going to be Chabbies.
It's always Chabbies, right? I don't care if it's not how you say your name. That's how we say it. You will always.
He wants to be called Chaves.
Yeah, it's so formal.
Wow, how white of him. That's all I'm saying.
The E is a soft.
The E makes the A long.
Oh.
Like, what?
Seriously.
What?
He's so Viking it up right now.
Isn't he? I love it. He is so high right
Chaps,
now.
what do you think about that 8.5? That's a good number.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it. So ridiculous. We're getting some wild world of sports here.
Well, let me get
get your
these.
shots in.
These
Yeah.
aren't my shot of the weeks because we haven't brought it officially here. But I'm just going to give a little shout out here
Okay.
to two things.
Go ahead.
My brothers from Salt Lake,
Mhm.
they're listening in to our new show.
Yeah.
I thank you very much.
What's up, my brothers?
Yeah, they're out there working hard while I'm in here drinking beers and air conditioned.
Yeah, we do
So,
appreciate it. You got a big work audience.
I love you guys, man. My brothers over there. And a little toast to the passing of Dr. Dr. Yoakum out here, who was the Angels orthopedic surgeon for the last 36 years. Louis Yoakum, who was partners with Frank Jobe, and back in the day, Dr. Robert Kurlan, who, if you're a West Coaster, you know who those three people are. And they basically, Frank Jobe invented the Tommy John surgery, which has basically saved the careers of countless pitchers. Dr. Yoakum was integral in doing that. And he passes away at the age of 65. So, here's to you.
Okay. Chabs called back in just because I think we ragged on his name. Should we take him
Maybe
in?
he forgot he called in the first time.
Just take him. Chabies, what do you want?
Hello?
Chabs, what's going on?
Why are you banging on me?
Dude, you know our audience. You know our audience. They love you. Hey, and you've been part of the show forever.
From day one.
Chabby, it's always going to be Chabes. It's always going to be Chabby's. Always, just never going to change. Okay.
Okay. Well, then I'll go with that deal, but then I get to call Bud Knocker. His new nickname's Title IX.
Thank you for that.
I thought you were going to go way worse than that.
That's awesome.
I'll settle for Title IX.
That's
man.
awesome.
I'll go with that.
I'll call you Title IX from now on.
Yeah, they call me a lot of things at work, man. And that Title IX ain't one of them.
English Linder, I'll do a shot for you for no apparent reason. Okay, I'll do that. You shot up there. And again, Taryn, we're going to give our shots again, later on tonight's show, but we do want to give a big shout to Shot of the Week to the Fantasy Taz for setting up the motion. We raised $13,000.
Unbelievable.
For a good fund for a child, a diabetic child that needed a diabetic dog to help her out. Raised over, we were part of it, thenewsportsguru.com and the Sportscast. We raised over $17,000.
Yeah, Peppy Pants was working that hard. Yeah.
Awesome. We did great. So big shout out to them. We'll give them our real show. We'll start drinking vodka tonight and later on in this show. I can't go too early. All right, let's get into Wild World of Sports here. I'm going to bring in the intro real quick because it's one of the best intros. Even though I don't have it down, let's see if it'll play for me. There we go.
For someone my age, this is what you grew up on, man. This is it.
The globe to bring you the constant variety of sport.
It's good stuff.
I love it.
The Wild World of Sports here. We're one of the unique shows that actually do this. There's not a lot of shows that do this.
No, they don't.
There's not a lot at all. Okay, now in sports, there's a lot of sports in the world. I mean, I've shown stuff on this show where people dress up in paper towel rolls and toilet paper rolls and have sword fights. There's an actual sporting event for that. You saw that? Remember that was like a year ago I put that on the show?
Yes,
I think it was in England or Australia or something where they actually made full-blown armor out of cardboard boxes and went out there and had cardboard box fights. It's a real sport. Now, kind of the more famous one is cheese rolling. You ever heard of cheese rolling? That could go so many different ways.
Wow.
Go so many different.
Batter.
Just keep on line. Keep straight. Keep on line.
Batter.
Just keep straight and keep on line.
No, Guru, I haven't.
No, you haven't?
No, I have not heard of cheese rolling.
Those smart Europeans over there,
Yes.
over across the water, across the Atlantic over there.
Yes, our friends across the pond.
They feel like that they should have a sport where they basically get the biggest ball of cheese, or I guess wheel of cheese.
Okay? A wheel of cheese.
I guess you'd call it. And they roll them down a very steep hill.
Right.
And people run down the hill and try and race the cheese down. It's a race against cheese. You're racing cheese.
You're racing a wheel of cheese.
And this is why the French retreated in every single war. Exactly.
Yeah, really. White flag.
White
French put
flag.
up the white flag.
You can check the video.
The cheese are coming. The cheese are coming.
You can check the video out at rantradionetwork.com right now. Now look
Lord.
at these people.
Oh, my God.
Look at them. Look at this guy. Look at this guy now.
God.
Now, at the end of this video, if you're watching it, this guy breaks his ankle so bad, it's ridiculous. But just check, these people are idiots. Like, what fun is this?
God, I don't know. Oh, there's the ankle breaker right there?
No, it's getting there. No,
that's the ass hurter.
He just hurt his ass right there.
Ow.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Now, how much, now, Knocker, how much do you think a cheese wheel weighs?
Oh, a full-blown cheese wheel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would say 100 pounds, man.
Yeah.
I would think so. 100 pounds, a full, yeah.
Okay. Well, we have a caller says, line 1 says she knows about cheese. We have a caller about cheese.
Okay.
Okay, then. Let's
Bring it
him
to
on.
you all.
All right, you're on with the Sportscast. Who we got?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? I know about cheese rolling.
Well, do you know about cheese rolling?
Tell us all about it.
Hello. No, my mum used to live my parents both used to live where they do that, actually, in Gloucestershire in England.
Yeah, God, that's exactly right. Gosh, what is up with that? Is this English, Linder?
I don't see anything wrong with it. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. What's so strange about rolling cheese down a hill?
Nothing. Nothing at all. We're way behind in America.
Exactly.
The States, we're way behind.
Boring games with rules.
With rules and shit.
Well,
referees and whistles.
It says here, English Linder, it says there an 86-year-old cheesemaker tried to submit a 9-pound honk of Gloucester cheese that the police tried to confiscate because they thought it caused too much damage. 9 pounds of cheese?
It's a cannonball.
9 pounds!
He tried to introduce a 9-pound ball of cheese into
by the way.
Oh, it's Gloucester.
Not Gloucester. It's
Okay.
Gloucester.
Gloucester. Get it right.
I'm trying to get it right.
Get it right.
Well, if you're going to do the story, you might as well say it right. You may have another English listener. You never know.
That's right. Righty.
Exactly. Rightio.
Rightio.
Righty-ho.
Linder, is this very, very popular? I mean, back there over in England?
I think I have only ever heard it done here. I think it's the only place they do it, but it's very, very well known.
It's very, very well known?
Okay, like how many dudes are running down this hill? And I noticed they're all in costume. Has this
do they
been
dress
from
up
day
when
one?
they do this?
Or what?
I have no idea about the costumes, but maybe it makes it more fun if you're dressed up. I mean, look at that guy running down the hill. I'm watching it right now. I mean, you can't
Look at his ankle. Look at his ankle.
Oh, my God. It's not.
Well, they have injuries every year.
Oh, it's not meant to bend that way.
No.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know, Linda, do they win money? Is this like, do you actually win something at the end of this?
You probably win a hunk of cheese.
All right, broke my ankle, but I got a 9-pound thing of
Now,
cheese.
there's a good reason to risk my legs for a ball of cheese.
Like when we lived in England, my husband, we went to a fair and he was throwing something at coconuts and he was all proud of himself because he knocked over the coconuts and he stood there and he said, "What do I win?" And I said, "You win the coconut."
Gotta love it. Now,
That's awesome.
see, in America, we just go to the line and they give you cheese.
Yeah.
You don't got to
You don't have to
chase
roll
it down
down
a
a
hill.
hill. I mean, is
the
that-
government gives away cheese.
How's the economy doing over there? Is it just like it's
that bad? They got to run for cheese?
The food wagon shows up with the cheese, and then
I guess things are not what they used to be.
I guess not. Jesus.
That is outstanding. What will they do for a steak?
Yeah, exactly. Just rolling cows down.
What do you do for a steak?
Linder, hey, what do you think about the new digs? How you liking the new setup?
I like it. I like it a lot.
You like it? Oh, good. You've been a big fan for a while, so we appreciate it. We'll be back on Toad Hop tonight, so make sure you check out that show as well.
All right, I wanted to start learning all this football stuff again. You
I
guys
know.
are just over my head on all this stuff.
Hey, but
That's all right. Stay with us.
How great was that Champions League game?
Oh, it was good, wasn't it?
Oh, man. Robin
Oh,
with
I
that
wish-
goal was amazing.
Oh, I wish most Americans don't like soccer.
I know.
That. Well, we're
I know they're
minority.
gonna. I know now. I'm gonna get a bunch of hate mail on Twitter and Facebook saying why you talk
will.
about soccer.
That's all right, but only for 5 seconds. But if most Americans could see it played like that, they might have a different opinion of the game.
Now, I will have to say something. I'm not the hugest soccer fan in the world.
Yeah.
There's just not enough scoring. Not to knock the athleticism, not to knock the fervor that in Europe and all that they give this. But I did see on the newsportsguru.com, I did sit down and I did watch the video highlight of David Beckham's goals.
Yeah, his greatest free kicks. Yeah.
Effing believable. That guy is an absolute. I respect talent. Yeah. That guy's the most talented free kicker, if that's what you call it, I've ever seen. This dude's bending the ball, bend it like Beckham. They really mean it.
Oh yeah,
it's just awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Just the goalies are like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah,
it's awesome. If you haven't seen it, you need to go to the site. You need to see it. Linder, he's just awesome. It's sad that he is retiring, huh?
Oh, and you have to go watch Steven Gerrard's best goals as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one. Yeah, exactly.
Steven Gerrard, Liverpool.
Hey, Linder, I want to say, my dream, or it's on my bucket list, is to go see a game in England. My favorite team is Manchester. So we got to set that up, girl. I got to get out there, and I got to go to a game with you out there one time.
That would be fun, actually.
That'd be great. You got to take me to the pubs. I want to go pub hopping before. I want to do the whole thing, okay?
Just don't tell them I'm a Liverpool fan, as they might kill me.
All right, Linder.
She's not kidding.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Linder. As always, love you, girl.
Okay, good luck, guys.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Love her, man. She's great.
That was awesome.
I have a call from England. Gotta love that.
That's awesome.
Linder, love her. All right, the cheese one. Did you see that guy's ankle?
Oh, it's nasty.
For a hunk of cheese.
Seriously. Sorry.
What if they just start rolling pigs down? It's pork time. It's like we have different weekends, different meats and cheeses,
A ball of bacon.
Yeah.
That would get a big crowd.
That would be a
ball
big
of
crowd.
bacon.
Yeah.
Man, that'd get a big crowd.
Have some cabbage rolling, cabbage. You can have lettuce roll-offs. You can have everything, man. You just go off over there,
That's so awesome. That is so awesome.
All right, next year up on the Wild World of Sports, though, soccer. We're just getting to soccer.
Right.
A lot soccer celebrations. They're very unique.
Yes, they are.
Very unique.
You mean the fan celebrations or the guy that scores the goal celebrations?
Both celebrations quite unique.
All right.
Now, in Finland, streaker decided to go out onto the field streaking. We see it all the time.
Sure.
But you never really see the players tackle the streaker. Choose security.
Right.
Well, this time, the streaker actually cost a goal.
Did he really?
The other team. So the players end up tackling the guy. You can check out the video at rantradionetwork.com right now. He runs onto the field with the ball. He's awesome. Look at him go. Look at him go. It's great. Taking off his shirt, waving it around.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
What would it take for you, Knocker, to go on there? Would you do it as a dare?
420.
420.
I'd have done it on 420.
You would. No, but you would just pass out at second base and stay there.
Just run to second base and just curl up in the ball.
Exactly.
I made it. I'm safe.
Well, talk about so you see streakers, right? Taking off their clothes. That's a streaker.
Right.
Now, when a soccer player scores a goal, normally, a celebration, they'll run, slide on their knees.
Maybe take their shirt off.
Soccer celebrations have gone so many different fashions. Whether they do the sprinkler, they'll do dances, they'll do whatever. It's a group celebration.
Right.
But when it comes to taking off your clothes, you never really see anybody celebrate a goal by taking off their clothes. Would you celebrate a goal taking off your clothes?
I might, in my day, I might have taken my shirt off. Now? No.
Well, this guy decided to go ahead and score a goal and take his pants off.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you can check out the video right here, rantradionetwork.com.
Excuse me?
Watch this guy. It's awesome. Mario Jaworski celebrated by removing his shorts right here. Okay, I scored.
What do I do? What do I do? I got to
What
do
should
something special.
Oh, okay, I got to do something. Oh, I should just take off my pants.
You got to get...
No, put on my head like Beavis and Butthead and run around. Look at this guy. He's awesome. He is my hero.
T.O. never did that.
T.O. never did that.
Ocho Cinco never pulled that one off.
He got nothing on Mario.
Mario.
Look at him. He's
That's
like,
classic.
It's like, we got to put those back on. That's a red card.
That's a red card. They probably red carded him because he had underwear on.
That's got to be one of the greatest.
That's not daring. Do it with no underwear on.
Seriously. You got to free ball that shit.
Exactly. You go commando on that and pull your shorts off. No.
You're right, though. Would you love to see someone in NFL do a touchdown dance and take off their fucking pants?
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Start running around with their pants on their head.
Do the electric worm on the ground and no pants.
Yeah,
so
I love
good. All right, lastly here, it's
Oh.
been a great show again, guys. Want to thank everybody
Too much fun.
tuning into our debut show. It's been great. We got another show tonight from 5 to 7. You guys can watch that as well at ToadHopNetwork.com. Real quick, though, I had a great video that kind of trendy. We put a lot of trending videos out at thenewsportsguru.com. Will Smith is in a new movie coming up called Afterlife, stars in it with his son, Jaden.
Mhm.
Went and did a little show over back in Europe, a little talk show.
Mhm.
And if anyone is my age or in your late 20s, early 30s, you grew up with Fresh Prince.
Absolutely.
Fresh Prince was the shit. Fresh Prince grew up with that. Watch him DJ Jazzy Jeff
Mm-hmm,
on that show. Want to bring it to you. You can check out the video here. Will Smith ends up rapping the Fresh Prince song with his son, Jaden.
I love it.
Jazzy Jeff shows up. And the end of this, someone special shows up and does some dance that is so special in my heart.
Absolutely.
That it just
baby.
gets you going. So, Alan, if you could throw this up here right now with the audio, be good. Check it out, RantRadioNetwork.com here. Alan, go ahead and move forward a little bit and throw it up to like kind of when they're getting to the Fresh Prince song.
Okay, all right.
You gotta
stand out there. All right.
This is the rapping. You get to go a little past
Hello.
Fast forward that. Fast forward that, Alan.
Hello. How you doing there? Hello.
Can you not hear us or what?
No, he's good.
I was here. I did my fresh.
There you go. Right there. Right there. Right there. There we go.
We'll just sit back a minute and
Yeah,
take this in.
just sit back and enjoy till the end of the show here. This is great.
Yo, last time I was here, I did my Fresh Prince rap. 8 million YouTube hits was on that. I can see your face. You like, what has he left? Well, this time I brought my DJ, Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah, baby.
Jazzy Jeff, everybody!
Yeah. Let me hear everybody. Here we go. Let me hear you go. Can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all. Little louder, a little bit louder.
There it is.
One more time. One more time.
That beat.
What's that, Jeff? What's that? What's that, Jeff? Here we go. Here we go. Yo, yo, yo. Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. Tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. Hey, West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. With a couple of guys who were up to no good.
Trouble in the neighborhood. Uncle
I whistled for a cab and when it came near, the license plate is fresh and it dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Hey, pull up to the house about 7 or 8. I yelled to the cabin, your home straight later. Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there.
All right, now that's good stuff, right?
That's pretty good.
That's good, right? That's good stuff, right?
Right.
It's always good break. Now this next part coming up right here.
Keep it up.
Alan, keep it up.
Oh wow, wait a minute.
You might want to go to.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Alan, no, don't just keep the
playing it.
video up.
Keep
not
playing.
that other thing, okay? Here comes the man. Put this full screen right here, just for this dance here. Here he comes.
Full screen it, baby.
My man, Carlton, baby. He's still got the moves. Look at this dance. So awesome. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, baby. Yeah. Look at him. That's so good. Thank you, Alan. That was perfect. Dude. When I saw that video, I just sat there and laughed.
awesome.
Oh my God, such good stuff. Carlton's dance is so classic signature.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh my
That's
God.
just the absolute best. It does not get any better.
So to
than
finish that off, so Will Smith making his tour, right? He's in England
Right.
doing the Europe thing. Now, Will Smith, you think of him as an athletic guy?
I would think so.
Okay.
I mean, he played a fighter.
I mean, he does a lot of action movies, you know?
You would think so.
He's an athletic guy.
Right.
Well, you think he could probably kick a soccer ball? I mean, if you put a soccer ball in front of him and said, hey, Will.
Is it moving?
No. The
Oh,
ball is
then
still,
yeah.
and you said, hey, Will, the goal's about 12 feet away. You think you can
Like
kick
penalty
it in there?
kick?
Yeah, penalty kick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
you
it'd be
could do
pretty
it, right?
badass doing it.
Well, Will went out there over the weekend. He was at the Champions League final we just talked about
Right.
a while ago.
Right.
Check it out here at RantRadioNetwork.com. He goes up for the kick, and Mr. Will Smith, not very athletic, it looks like, compared to what his movies are. Look at him. He's lining it up. There he goes. Oh!
Are you serious? They ain't going to let him back in the hood.
Are
you serious?
He can't go back there.
He's from Philly, and
I
he
know.
can't kick a soccer ball?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you serious?
It's pretty bad, right?
Epic fail.
Epic fail.
Epic fail. Oh, he tries again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
Lord.
go for a second one.
Oh, wow.
But again, guys, want to check it out, thenewsportscrew.com. You guys can find all these videos, all the video highlights we have, any of our sportscasts on demand. Watch them, listen live there. We got, again, our new show tonight on Toad Hop Network, 5 to 7 p.m. So check us out. Watch us live. Want to thank Rant Radio Network for giving us our debut here. Appreciate it. Alan, you did such a great job, man, on all the intros, videos. Been kicking ass. I can't wait to just rag. Oh, see? The fans.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, fans.
Thank you. We
Thanks
appreciate
our
all the
studio
live audience. We appreciate it.
Free tacos outside.
Free
when we're
tacos
done.
outside. Make my way to Elevation.
That's the only reason they came. Free
Exactly.
tacos.
Oh, man. Back. We love it, man. Here every Wednesday, 12 to 2. We'll be back next week at the brand new show.
Yep.
And catch us tonight, 5 to 7. We love you all. We'll be back next week.